They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. Yeah. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Ain't no chance I'm coming down. No, got a soul view to myself. Yeah. Why would I give it up? Why do they wanna come take my place? I work too hard for it. Don't need a replacement. This my vocation. Now I got rollies all in rotation. Hop on a jet just to take a vacation. Remember the moments was trapped in the basement. Now the hard work is all taking me places. Squatting all bed like we trapped in the matrix. Bet on myself and go ball out in Vegas. Living a life like I'm rich and I'm famous. Don't see the grind that I know that it came with. Oh, I ain't make it this far for myself. I had to prove to everybody else. I had to set them straight. I had to boss. I had to renovate. I know they hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out. Yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment. I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly. I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate. Yeah. They hate when you elevate, elevate, elevate.
Burn Live, y'all. Marijuana keeping y'all connected. Hashtagging these red eyes, changing the viewers. I read, keeping underage, smoking off social media. Definitely killing me for myself and your entertainment. Sitting here with friends and family, starting a cannabis session. Welcome to another show. Man, it sounds good. Got a special guest on with me, y'all. Got a special guest on with me. He knows about the streets. He's for the streets. He wants to represent the streets. He's representing a community that I really doesn't consider myself that, guys. So we in for a good discussion. Hopefully, Long John Silver comes on a little bit later now. John. But y'all, my special guest tonight, Sam Cook. Welcome to the show.
What up, though? We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I heard we do. That's messed up. My music sound good, but everything else sounded good, sound straight. So we should be having an interesting show today.
It should be interesting. We I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting.
You've been waiting. I've been. That's what's up. I appreciate you coming through. Give a special shout out to Bookface, YouTube, Twitch, X, Instagram, and Rumble. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Welcome to the show. Even though I didn't get to share it as much on Bookface, I still appreciate everybody stopping through. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever time you are watching this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So oh wow. So I've been watching. Yeah, if people that watch my show know I'm really into political debates and really think that's going on. Um, Trying to look forward towards our neighborhoods and how to make them better. We do talk about marijuana news. I am putting together everybody a platform of how I'm going to do it. Mondays are going to start to be conspiracy theories. Tuesdays and Thursdays are cops and political. Wednesdays are weed news. Fridays is freestyle Friday raps and music like that. Saturdays is basically like a rundown, and Sundays we're gonna do sports. So today is Saturday. I'm kicking it off Saturday with a special guest. We're gonna get into some things. Um, if you can let everybody know a little bit about you, Sam Cook, and where you're from.
I'm from Las Vegas, from West Side. I don't know how much more you want me to give on that.
However much you want to be able to spill.
Yeah, but I'm from Las Vegas, y'all. I'm from 89106. I'm from the west side of Las Vegas. A whole lot of people in Las Vegas ain't from Las Vegas, and a lot of people don't know about Las Vegas. But yeah, I'm here to tell y'all about it.
Okay, you from Las Vegas. Could you say that you and your family grew up a Democratic mind, Republican mind? How would you say y'all upbringing was?
And me personally, right now, I'm independent. But um, growing up, I grew up in the slums. So from my understanding, in the beginning of the times, I don't know how my parents thought about things. A whole lot of people when they get ready to vote, they kind of try to keep it to themselves for who they voted about and why and everything like that. So I can't speak on that. But as for myself, I'm independent.
You independent. Okay. Um. So, could you say there was a lot of crime in your neighborhood growing up?
Oh yes, trust me. Yeah, I mean anybody that probably, if they know anything about the West Side of Las Vegas, even north. I'm not from the north, but I mean, but yeah, but anybody that know anything about the West Side of Las Vegas, even the North Side of Las Vegas, I give it up to them too. It's a whole lot of crime that go on both sides of town.
Okay. Um. Could you say that your influence of the crime that happened around your way did it started in Nevada or did it kind of fluctuate from another state?
Well, I'm born and raised in Nevada, so I can't really speak about no other states.
Let me simplify this. Before there was gangs in your neighborhood, where did the gangs come from?
I mean, listen, don't get me the line. At the end of the day, a lot of shit came from California. But don't give me the line. I can't tell you that everything came from California because there's gangs out here that was organized on their own. So I'm not gonna. Don't give me the line. So I'm not finna get on here and lie to
I
nobody.
bet you. I bet you can say this: Crips and Bloods did not come from Nevada.
I mean, Crips and Bloods supposedly started in California, but there's always been gangs before Crips and Bloods. Before Crips and Bloods, there was always gangs everywhere.
Okay.
You didn't have
Okay.
to be a Crip or
Yeah.
Blood to be a part of a gang. But if we just speaking about Crips and Bloods, okay, from my understanding, it originated in California. From my
It
understanding,
originated in
but I
California.
might be lying. So I'm listen. I don't want to be no labeled as a liar. So I'm just saying,
For you to be independent, what are some of your values that you
what?
believe in?
Oh, I got a lot of values. I value family. I value my friends. I don't got too many friends, but I mean, it's a lot of people that don't even have friends. So, shit, I value my children. I value shit, love in general. Anybody that love me. So,
So, forest politics and what you're saying has any has politics worked for you?
you
Have
know what?
politicians have the government have let me phrase it like that. Have the government ever worked for you?
Now this tricky right here, right? Because growing up, I always thought about people voting for presidents and stuff like that. And I always thought that it never affected me because
Uh-huh.
of the way of life that I lived back in the day. So I never really thought about it and I really didn't care too much. But as you and I know, I just not too long ago got out the feds. So since being in the feds, I learned a little bit more about politics, right? And
Right.
so I seen a whole lot of shit, and motherfuckers on here, you can agree or disagree with me, but while I was in there, in the very beginning, listen, Donald Trump was going for president. I was like, okay. I felt like while he was going to try to be president, I felt like he was like, what's that rapper name that was going at the same time?
Kanye West.
Kanye West. So when he did it, I'm like, okay, he's just playing games. He's just doing something because he got a couple dollars. And I felt the same way about Donald Trump at the time. I'm like, okay, he just got a couple dollars. Of course, ain't no way he gonna become president. But of course, I didn't know nothing about politics at the time. Maybe even if I did, I probably would have still felt the same way. But once he became the president, I was in the feds, and I seen a big difference in in the United States. I'm just tell you that. I mean, I seen a big difference in the United States.
You know anything about Jesse Jackson?
Yes, sir.
You do? You know Jesse Jackson ran for president in 1984 and 1988?
Nah, didn't know that.
You did not know that?
Nah, but I know who he is.
But you know who he is.
Yeah.
Okay. So Jesse Jackson ran for president in 1984 and 1988. You know who his biggest condoner was?
Who was that? Don't tell me, Donald. Hey, listen. And when Donald got in office, man, Donald did some things for the people in the United States, whether on the streets or in a penitentiary. He
See, people
did
don't
his
know nothing
thing.
about this penitentiary life.
No, he did his thing. Like now, I'm gonna just speak about the streets first, right? Because
Let's
I watch the news a lot. So on the streets, he did his thing. He got our communities back to where they were supposed to be. A whole lot of people might say a whole lot of stuff about the money that he gave away and what the win, but it was needed to get everything back in motion. He did what he was supposed to do. And the side of that, let's go to the penitentiary side. Okay, a lot of people might think about rappers, Kodak Black, and people like that he might have freed.
uh-huh.
Cool, and that's great. But aside of that, he actually did a lot of things for the people in the penitentiary. Now I'm not gonna say that like how they trying to say on the news right now. Kamala Harris did this and she let a whole lot of crazy people go. Okay, no, nothing like that. It was some crazy laws going on back in the days, crack laws. Um, you know, and I'm trying to remember the dude's name because I ain't really give too many shits, and it wasn't even it's the daddy, it was the junior. Come on, I know you know who I'm talking about. What's the junior name?
Bush Jr.
Bush. So even the daddy, the daddy started it. Bush finished it. So they had some real fucked up laws for black people just in general. At the end of the day, you can get caught with some powder and you can have this amount of time. But it was only known for blacks to have crack cocaine. And if you got caught with a little bit of crack cocaine, it was damn near like the end of your life. So, yeah. Um, Donald stepped in and he did his thing. He did what he was supposed to do for the people. Now, he went backwards, retroactive. And some of these people that might have got caught with crack cocaine back in the day, listen, Bush and them, I mean, I know a lot of y'all, if y'all watching this shit, watched Snowfall. And I ain't even gonna get into what Snowfall was about. I mean, I'm pretty sure if y'all was watching it, y'all know. But at the end of the day, they was coming up and they was doing their thing. And a lot of people don't want to see, especially working a 9 to 5, you don't want to see nobody that's out there that's not working a 9 to 5 doing better than you. But these politicians and whatever you want to call them, they was getting that shit up in here because it was fat in their pockets too. And at the end of the day, when it was the end of your road, it was really the end of your road. So he helped a lot of them out that had already been in jail like since the 80s for a little bit of nothing. I can get
Okay.
caught with uh, a kilo of powder and get such and such amount of years, but I can get caught with a kilo of crack cocaine and get like a life sentence. So these cats had life sentences from back in the 80s. And
Do you ever okay? Because a lot of people a lot of people like to bring that up, and then I like to ask. I like to follow up with questions like the difference between crack and cocaine for the charges is because of the simple fact of the effect that it had on people and how rapidly it moved. Now, true indeed, a lot of people want to say that the FBI put crack in the black communities to disingenuine black people. If you believe that, or if those statements are true, then if you do read a certain project that's coming out where they say Project 25, I'm just throw that out there, where they say they want to defund the police and dismantle the FBI. I don't get why Democrats make that an issue. Also, I don't get make it a I don't understand this if we the people see what the government has done to us, why don't we want less government officials being in our business? And see, that's
I'm,
what most
I'm gonna keep it
yeah.
real. Listen, I mean, I'm from the streets, so at the end of the day, do y'all really want to defund police? Because at the end of the day, who gonna protect y'all? And I say y'all because I ain't worried about protection, but
You ain't worried about who?
protection.
Okay.
I feel like I can protect myself. I mean, police is still here to protect and serve, but for everybody else, I mean, defund the police and then what? What, the purge?
And
I,
then
I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking. Defund the police, and then what's gonna happen?
defund the police, and then you supposed to be able to govern yourself. So that means like
So everybody feel like they can protect themselves.
An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. In that situation, if those status pop up, you think that that's the way you would go. That's what I'm thinking. People want to get more social workers out on cases to come out to domestic the violence. Instead of police come out to a domestic violence case, you get a social worker or you get a mental doctor to come.
What the social worker gonna do for a domestic violence? Like, I mean, a social worker pop out and somebody is being violent with you. What are they gonna do? Talk this person up out of being violent? Like
Yeah,
they gonna counsel you from like,
yeah, we're
wait a
gonna
minute,
counsel
you
you
just
like
slapped
a.
the shit about this girl, slammed
We're
her,
gonna
whatever the
counsel
hell you done
you.
did. Now, social worker gonna come out here like a priest and be like, listen,
Yeah, we're gonna counsel
don't
you like
do
a
this.
cat in
This
the
is not
tree.
right. And nigga liable to slap the shit out of them.
Okay, see, and that's where you're gonna definitely get a federal charge because now you touching
No,
federal
I'm not
property.
saying me. I'm just saying people in general. It's people out here that commit
We're
crimes
not talking
every
about you.
day.
I'm talking in general. I'm
Yeah,
talking
so
in
I mean,
general.
a motherfucker got more respect for the police because they know what the police about. When they pop out, and they got guns, and they coming with brute force. Now, a social
Okay,
worker coming in talking about some, hey, listen, that's not right. While a motherfucker is mad or a motherfucker is drunk or high or whatever it is that they going through, I don't believe that shit gonna work.
what do you feel is one of the best ways to clean up your streets? Then, what is the format?
You know what I would say, and I can't even say this. I would say it would be great, like back in the day, how they had the Black Panthers and people that was in the neighborhood that governed their own. Then that would be cool. But as far as nowadays, like, I mean, I can't see nobody being on that type of time. So I mean, I really don't know. At the end of the day, I feel like the police is the best thing. They help the people. I mean, for now, I mean, because black people ain't sticking together. Now, maybe back in the 50s and 60s, then cool, because
Back in
let
the
me do this. Let me
you
put my
know,
cup down, and supposedly that's how these gangs started.
well,
Governing the
back in the
people,
50s,
making sure they
60s,
was taking care of the people.
marriage was a lot at an 80% high rate. Black people would stay in marriage for a very long time. We were actually growing in the population in the community. Um, Abortion wasn't around, welfare wasn't around, child support wasn't around. Because I've been having this debate on people. A lot of people think that child support been around forever. Now, a government assistance has always been there. It just changed the format. When somebody found out a way to tax the people to help the poor people out and say, hey, you know what? Check this out. We the people, we got to govern these poor people, and we know they're going to stay poor. How can we benefit a system to
They
where,
know they gonna stay poor, or we want to make them stay poor.
truthfully, there's not a system out here that makes you stay poor?
It ain't
I
nothing making, but I mean, using your brain and being book smart. If we make them depend on us, why would they stop? If you depend on me for anything, or if I depend on you for anything, why would I stop depending? Unless you gave me my own way.
Yet
If you don't give me
again,
my own way, I'm gonna keep on depending on you.
so
If
in
you let me depend on
1979,
you,
1979, that's when that's when Section 8 kicked in. Okay.
1979. That's news to me.
Yeah. Section 8 kicked in 1979, right before the crack epidemic. So you already had the government try to split up the black family before they thought about, you know what, they too smart to leave. They're not leaving at a faster rate. Let me add this drug
And
and
going
let
to
me
knock
see
them
what
down.
it do.
Yeah.
Hey, that drug.
So then now I'm yeah, I'm glad you're in agreement. Okay.
I'm not gonna
Nah,
sit up
you can't
and
say nah. You just spilled beans.
yeah, I cannot sit up here and deny and say that okay, systematic um a systematic agenda did not get put into play. I'm not gonna sit up here and say that it did not. But what I can say
Everything
is
in the United States is a system, whether it be for the poor, the middle class, or the upper class, or people in prison.
okay, going there before we go a little bit further.
All right.
Do you think other countries look at their country as a systematic program just to imprison them? Or this is my country, I'm a representative. I just got some fucked up laws that need to be better.
Do I think that other countries look at this country that
Look at
way?
their own country. Like how you think Russia look at Russia? How you think China look at China? How you think Spain look at Spain?
I think that every country will probably look at. I'm gonna just take it from the way that I look at the United States because this is where I'm at, and
How
so
do
I
you look
think
at
that.
the United
So
States?
I
Yeah,
think
go
that
ahead.
everybody probably looks at it the same way that I look at it because that's where they are. That this the way it is, and it's pretty fucked up.
But you wouldn't die for this country, would you?
Fuck no.
So you would let
Now
us
listen
get
to me.
invaded
Now
by
listen
another
to me.
country?
Now I tell you this though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Before I went to the feds, I was like, damn. Before I got in trouble and went to prison, I wish I would have went to the Army, Marines, or whatever the case may be. After I went to the feds really opened my eyes up to a whole lot of shit. And fuck no, I wouldn't die for this country.
Okay,
But
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a quick question then. So when you see an American flag in somebody's yard,
hold
you
that
think they
thought.
racist?
Nah, hell no. But I mean, I don't think they racist. I mean, they love their country, and I'm listen. This I was born here. It's not a bad country because of if a motherfucker was like, okay, like here where you want me to drop your ass off to. I mean, there's a couple places that I would be cool with getting dropped off to, but then
Where?
it's some places that I
Where?
wouldn't be cool being
Where?
dropped off to. If I
No, no,
if
no,
if
no, no, no.
if I
Where
if I
in
if,
the
if I
fuck?
got dropped off somewhere, I'm not gonna lie to you. Motherfucker could take me to Cuba and I'd be okay because at the end of the day, listen, in Cuba, check this out. Listen, so whether you're a garbage man or a doctor does not make a difference in Cuba. In Cuba, they get rations. So no matter
Hold
what you
on,
do,
ration?
no matter what you do, as far as work, y'all are all equal. And supposedly, I mean, of course, there's always gonna be some people committing crimes and stealing and shit. But you get caught committing a crime about that, boy, your ass is going down, down, baby. You probably gonna get a hand chopped off, so all type of crazy shit. So, but aside of that, they get rations. So let's just say, okay, you're a doctor, right? But I'm a
Right.
garbage man.
We get paid the same?
We don't get paid at all. Me and you ain't no better than each other. What it is it'll
I
go
got a
by.
problem with that.
But just listen to me. It'll
I hear
go by
you.
like it'll go by like our family. So
Uh-huh.
I got a wife and 5 kids. You
Uh-huh.
got just you,
Okay.
but you a doctor. So you
Uh-huh.
gonna get a ration of how much food that they believe that you need for the month. And
That's some
I'm gonna get a
bullshit.
ration for me, my wife, and my 5 children.
And so
And
whoever
then
made pull out these rations, they keep all the leftover good rations for themselves.
not even leftover because it's just enough for us. Now you still make something, and if you want more, then you could buy more.
So
But you
check this
but
out.
you
Hold
get
on.
rationed out. Is everybody is based equal throughout the whole country.
Nah,
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. That makes no sense to me. And I'm
So
gonna break this down. Why? Let me break some down to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I'm a doctor and you're a trash man.
and this nigga build houses and this dude build streets and this dude. So
Hold
it's
on,
like
hold
we a
on, hold on, hold
team.
on.
We
No,
we
no, no,
we
no.
we a whole
Come back,
gang. We all in this
come back,
together.
come back with me. Come back with
I'm
me.
listening.
Come back with me.
I'm
Come
listening.
back with me.
I'm listening.
I'm a doctor. You're a trash man.
But what
You got a
makes your
beautiful
job
family.
better
Hold
than
on,
mine?
no. We're gonna stay right there. We in
Yep.
Cuba. We're not even in America.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
I
just
mean,
gonna ask you,
America, Cuba, it don't make a difference about a
who
you a
you
doctor
think
and I'm a trash man. Same thing.
who
So I'm listening.
job do you consider is more dangerous? The doctor or the trash man?
What would make the doctors more dangerous? Because I see that's what you're kind of getting at.
Yet again, I just need you to answer the question. It's how you consider which is more dangerous, not how I consider.
All right, so I think that they equal because
You-
I don't know what's in that trash when I go grab it. It could be a
Okay.
needle that might stick me and give me
Okay.
AIDS.
Cool. Okay. So you think
I
they're
could go
equal?
grab this bag and boop, get hit with a needle and get AIDS.
Let me finish. Let me keep
Okay.
going. Okay. So how long did it take you to become a trash man versus how long did it take me to become a doctor?
True enough, you might have had to go to school for that, but you did that for the country. But at the end of the day, just listen to this. If I don't ever come pick up the trash, what's gonna happen to everybody in the country?
I pay somebody to go take my trash somewhere. I'm a doctor.
Okay, you gonna pay somebody to take your trash somewhere. But what about all the other trash in the country? It's just gonna be sitting there, and what's gonna happen? Everybody gonna get sick.
I mean, see, that's why we gotta pay taxes to clean up the trash. So we don't have a poor community.
So that's why
But
everybody
here's-
listen. So everybody working together as a team. So ain't no big
So that
eyes or little
means,
U's in
so that
there.
means when I worked
It ain't
hard
no
and
big eyes and little U's
I
out
spent
there.
8 years in the doctor, and I seen that TV show. What was that? What was that medicine? I used to watch MASH. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And I wanted to become a doctor because I wanted to save lives, but I also knew that it was paid because when I used to look outside, I used to look at doctors driving these nice cars. And then I look at trash man, not no defense of
But that's
trash man.
because you
Hold
live
on,
in the
let me
United
finish.
States. But
But hold
being
on,
in Cuba,
but you're not letting me finish.
okay,
You're
my
not
bad,
letting
my
me
bad,
finish.
my
You're not letting
bad,
me finish
my bad.
because this is the problem. Even though we're here and we're doing this for this country, because yes, I want to make sure that my country is healthy and my country is sick. I also understand that me and you being equal can't be an agenda and part of a program because that program would never work. Because what if I do outwork harder than you? Some
But that's
people
how
work.
you
Some
see
people
it
work
because of
ethic.
where you was raised.
No. Some people, you got to understand work ethics. Just because
Hey,
we
look,
both can be trash people. We both can be trash man. I could just, okay, let's switch reverses. We both trash man, but I got one leg and you got both of your legs and you healthy and stuff like that. And we still should get paid equally.
why not?
But you can
We
do
both
more.
do the
You can
same
do
job.
faster.
We both do
You
the
can do,
when you got
but
one
you
leg,
move
I got
faster
two,
than
but we
me.
both
You
do the
do.
same job though.
Okay, so yet again, you've been here for 10 years. I just got hired on. I should get paid as much as you.
Listen, this is the thing. I see where you're going with this, but it's because of you was born in the United States and you don't know no better. And when they born there and they don't know no better, they don't know that a doctors in the United States driving in Benzes and a garbage man might be riding a bike. And garbage man actually make money out here. I'm just throwing that out there just to throw the difference. But garbage man actually make bread. But
But
I'm just showing.
I'm still gonna call you out on bullshit
Okay.
when I'm a trash man riding a bike to work and I still see these nice luxury cars driving past me. I'm
But
still
you're never
gonna
gonna see the
warn.
nice luxury cars because everybody is equal out there. That's what I'm saying. That you
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 can't
thinking
sit
about
on my
United
show. You
States?
can't
Listen,
sit on my
listen.
show and say there's not no rich Cubans out there. There ain't no wealthy Cubans besides the government.
It is, and if it is some rich Cubans out there, you know what they doing.
You don't stop playing with me. Not everybody in that game. Then
I'm trying to tell you.
okay, then you
Listen
saying,
to me. I'm
then you
trying to
saying
tell you that everybody is equal out there. They all work together as a team. They a
so
team.
you got the government, you got the cartels, and then you got the civilians. Everybody's not equal out there, sir.
Okay, I'm lying then. My bad.
I'm with you, but I think I'm just a little bit more realistic when I'm like, let me go look at this country and see what this country is really about. Dang, if they ain't
Now all
got
the
poor
extras.
because they ain't got cartels
Listen.
and they ain't got
I've never
pilots,
lived there, so I don't know
understandable.
all the extras of like how they sign their contract and what the extras they get and everything. But what I do know is so I'm not gonna tell you like
Can you
I've
say
been
that
there
over?
and
You
I
was
know every
breaking up.
single thing about that country.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
just
about
seen it
that.
break up.
It's not that. It's just when I sit up here and I have debates about with a lot of other people and we bring other countries and I have to bring like, bro, you forget that there are so many people that run here and they tell their stories. And
Why they run here?
this is
Because
what I
they
do.
broke. The motherfuckers ain't got no shoes. The motherfuckers.
Not
You got
even
another
now.
computer right there. Look it up. You got another computer right there.
I looked it up. I got a story that I want to play for you right
Oh
quick.
yeah.
When
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
gonna try to shoot back.
I'm ready for this. I am ready.
Because when I was asking you the question about the flags and how do you think that when you see an American flag in people's backyards, what do you
No, of
think?
course not. No, of
And
course
this
not. I don't automatically think they're racist. No, not me personally.
so it's amazing that I heard this and I was shocked. I was just like, am I hearing this correctly? Let me
Yeah,
play
play
this.
that for me because I'm ready to see that.
Americanness as the same as one with whiteness. This is going to continue. We have to figure out how to get every American a place at the table in this democracy, but how to separate Americanness, America, from whiteness. Until we can confront that and talk about that, this is really going to continue. I was on Long Island this weekend visiting a really dear friend, and I was really disturbed. I saw dozens and dozens of pickup trucks with
it's low-key breaking up, but I'm catching it.
Joe Biden.
What'd you say?
It's low-key breaking up, but I'm kind of catching it.
Yeah, man. On my end, everything's good. I even got a backup play, so I'm listening to in the background. So, what I'm gonna have to ask you, what is your
It's
phone
almost
charge
done.
on?
Just bust down to me kind of what she said.
I gotta play it because it's so my
Yeah,
audience
because
gets
I do
context
want to
too.
hear it come from. I do want to hear it come from her mouth.
Hold on, I got you. I'm gonna break it down.
On the back of them, Trump flags, and in some cases just dozens of American flags, which is also just disturbing because essentially the message there was, "This is my country. This is not your country. I own it." And so until we're ready to have that conversation,
a flag outside of somebody's house, I just automatically assume you're racist. Almost definitely. Years, like 51. And even as a kid, we knew. It was an American flag in our house. Some racist ass white motherfuckers.
All right, so listen. From what you just played for me, right? From what you just played for me, right? Are you saying that like black people don't put flags in front of their house?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. We gonna be equal on something. I did not know this either. When she said that, I was like, so you see an American flag, you really thought of racism? And then she's 51. So I'm like, okay, so you was born in the 70s. She was born in either late 60s. Yeah, like 69, 70, right? So I'm thinking real hard. You know what I'm saying? What racism did you see? Yes, you seen the crack era. Yes, you seen that. Yes, you seen Ronald Reagan get his ass whooped. Yes, you seen that. Yes, you seen O.J. Simpson. Yes, you seen that. But I'm just like, don't see, don't see. Yeah, you seen 9/11. Okay, yeah. What? Yeah, yeah. You seen the Bush to go to war in Iraq. Yeah, okay. Still don't see nothing racist that will make you look at a flag that you used to pledge allegiance to back in school. So if you thought it was racist, why did you pledge allegiance back in school? Why you didn't go tell your mom and daddy, I'm pledging allegiance to a racist flag? They got me saying, hallelujah, white folks is the best, black people don't matter. Like, I mean, I would think that you would go home and you would say that. You would cry that. This would be something that you would cry. Let me go home and boo-hoo. So I sit up here and ask you, my brother, Wakanda for life. I mean, forever or whatever. The
And
hell,
of course some love them, but I mean, I'm not gonna say all of them. I feel like when I see a flag, this is how I feel. When I see a flag in front of somebody's house, I felt like they was in the service and they fought for this country. That's how I feel. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you I'm right, but that's just how I feel.
okay. Have you ever watched the Olympics?
Of course, I just watched them when they just passed.
Why are black people going to the Olympics representing America?
Because you know we the coldest. At the end of the day, now listen, not even just
Ladies
to
and
speak
gentlemen,
about
this
the
is we
Olympics
the
though,
coolest.
not even the Olympics alone. I'm just speak on sports in general, right? Me personally, I feel like sports in general is low key like a low class of slavery. Go
Yeah, that's a rich.
entertain me, black man, because you know you got it.
Let me
And
pay you $100 million to enter. Yeah, okay, shit. Let me
yeah,
be a slave then.
but entertain me because
Okay.
of you built for that.
Um. So when I raised my little boy and he looked at that television, he was like, "Daddy, is that Lamar Jackson? Is that Patrick Mahomes? Is that Emmitt Smith? Is that Deion Sanders? Is that Warren Sapp? Is that Warren Moon? Is
When
that
you raise
Ronnie
your little
Cunningham?
boy and
Huh?
your little boy actually jump into sports and they
He
have
jumping
him
into
spread his
slavery?
wings and see how far it can go across and how tall he is and how he's built and all that. It's the same thing like when they put him on the stage and they was about to sell a slave. It's the
Okay.
same thing that I'm showing you. Look at this dude right here. Look how good he can work. Look how built he is. He's tall. Yeah, he's look at his weight. He's strong. Oh, he gonna work real good for you. Same shit in the sports. That's how I feel about it. Right before I got ready to, when motherfuckers put you on the chopping block to sell that slave, the same way when a motherfucker come in
So
grabbing you
why
from.
is we signing our kids up for slavery?
How
Black
many
folk?
of us know better though?
Huh?
Yeah.
We don't know better.
How many of us know better?
How many of them got out the hood and you know what I'm saying, living a better life?
And then that makes sense too. Because at the end of the day, even though I know what it hit for, I still want my kids to get up in there and go get that bag. Because at the end of the day, you making millions of dollars for having fun. You doing what you like to do
So how
and
did
getting.
slavery? See, this is where I want people to really make that make sense. How slavery all of a sudden become fun?
It's like, listen, it's a new day and age, so we ain't picking cotton, nigga. So you gotta understand that. But at
Okay,
the end of the day, these white people want entertainment. Hey, nigga, what the woo woo wham? Look at him. He can do this real great. LeBron James, he tall, young nigga, 18, fresh out of high school, slam dunking. He gonna be the shit. I want him for my team, white man on the team. I want him for my team, and I want him for my entertainment and your
let
entertainment,
me
and he gonna
let me
make me some
rephrase
money.
this question. Let me rephrase this question for you, since you brought him up, and I think this is a good question for you to try to answer.
Yeah.
If LeBron James didn't have sports and sports did not exist, you think LeBron James would be the next black president of the United States of America?
If he didn't have sports, that's what you
Think
asking me?
without sports, if
No, that
sports
nigga,
was not a
he never went to college, bruh. I mean, I don't know exactly how smart he is. I know he really did some real good things with his money and put his people on and
sir,
everything. He did
sir,
he
sir,
did some awesome shit. But I mean, well, I can't
just
even lie. I can't tell you that you had to go to
it's
extra
just your
school to be a
opinion.
president
Just
either, though.
your
So
opinion. Just
yeah,
your
yeah. So that's
opinion.
what. Yeah, so that's why I had to really think about it. I can't tell you that motherfucker had to go to extra school to be able to be smart enough to be a president. You gotta kind of be like a born leader. And I mean, at the end of the day, when motherfuckers was in Africa, motherfuckers weren't going to school, and that didn't make them born leaders. So I mean, I can't say that he couldn't be president.
Okay, you not answer the question. You know you beat around the question.
Ask me the
If there
question.
was no sports around, you think LeBron James, think like, okay, follow me down this rabbit hole with me. You know how big LeBron James is because of basketball. The man is
Because
global.
basketball.
He is right up there next to Jordan. Okay. So
Okay.
therefore, I'm gonna ask you again. And now I'm gonna add Jordan. If these guys did not have sports around, sports wasn't it. There was no football, no basketball, no hockey, no baseball. These guys in these images that they still have, they still are brought. Somehow it would still be shunned on today. That meaning they would shine today somehow because it would just translate into something else. So therefore,
I can
I
see it.
could only think of
No,
politics.
no, you
What?
black. No, no, you
You're
black.
racist. You're racist.
Oh, I'm racist.
Yes.
But
That's
how
that's
do you
that's
know?
that's the true definition of racist.
I mean, I don't think that you have an understanding of the hold that these people got on us. So I guess
I
you
don't
might. Okay, okay, I'm racist then. If that's how you what you believe, I don't believe I'm
name
racist,
another.
but I believe that
Okay,
now that you say that, I believe that I know more about the life that we live in than you do. Because I
huh?
mean,
Name another which I know is gonna just hear me out. If you can name another country where black people are more successful in, meaning making millions of dollars, being rich, being successful, name another country that's producing black people to become millionaires.
I can't.
There ain't.
But these people are only becoming millionaires. Not they're not becoming millionaires to become politicians and presidents and run shit. They're because of their body was built off of slavery. Listen, gotta I gotta tell you this. When I was in prison, man, we'll go lift weights and do shit like that, and every other race would be like, "Oh, y'all don't count because y'all was born like that." Why was we born with these genes? Because of my ancestors were slaves. My ancestors was built for this shit. My ancestors was built to work. My ancestors was built with muscle type of DNA. So now when I jump out there on a weight pal versus a white man or a Mexican that's the same size as me, and we do the same exercises for the same amount of time, my body builds way faster. Why?
Okay. Can I say something real quick?
I just asked you why.
Why? Because for one, built mass and all that stuff is
It's in my
just
DNA
how-
because y'all had me out there slaving. And while y'all was sitting back watching, doing
have you
nothing, y'all
ever
body,
have
it's
you
in my
ever
DNA.
see this is the question I'm gonna have to ask you then. What part of slavery have you ever been?
I ain't never been.
Okay, so stop. Now check this out.
If we want to
Hold
talk
on.
about
Hold on, listen.
picking cotton
Listen.
and shit, but I'm still
Li-
going through slavery right now because I've been in and out the penitentiary. And if you don't believe that that's a form of slavery, then you really lost, big dog. And if you don't
If
believe
you
that's
wait,
a form of slavery,
wait. Because let me make sure I'm hearing this correctly. Because the only way that I'm thinking that penitentiary is a slavery is if you freely go there. They kidnap you up off the streets, up out of your sleep, in your home, doing absolutely nothing. Like you didn't commit no crime. You picked up no charges. You was a good guy. And they say, you know what? You are brown and black, and you look like somebody that can make desks for $3 an hour in this slave. And I'm going to put you up in here. Then yes,
understandable.
you are a
Listen,
slave.
so anytime that I've ever been there, it's always been because I've done something wrong, right? But
Stop. No,
no, I can't stop. I
no.
cannot stop. I have to keep
There's
going.
no but.
No. You have to hear this. So
I want you to finish, but you see how.
So when no. You have to hear this. You got to let me finish. So
Go
at the
ahead.
end of the day, anytime that I've been to prison, yes, I've done something wrong, but
Okay.
I could commit the same crime that a white man commits, and the outcome is going to be different. Not
Yeah.
100% every time, but
Do you think
a
because he
large
actually gonna
amount.
be a better lawyer, a lawyer that's gonna like
But
lower
what
his
if we?
case?
What if me and the white man don't have a lawyer? Me and the white man, we in the same position. Me and the white man don't have a lawyer.
If
Same
you and the
shit.
white
What I
man
mean,
don't have a
look, I go
lawyer,
to the
there's
feds,
no.
man. I go to the feds, and I look around, and then
Is there? Hold on. Is there any statistic to back this up that white people get lesser crimes for the same charges without them actually
I
putting
never
money
looked at the
behind them?
statistics. But at the end of the day, do you think that white people don't commit the same crimes that we do?
Not at the rate we do. No, I don't
Probably
see
not
white
at the
people.
rate
I don't
because of
see
why?
white
Because
people
of
shooting.
maybe not at the rate because of what? White privilege. And matter of
White
fact,
privilege.
fuck that. Nigga, they got whole gangs, mafia and all that shit. Them motherfuckers is nigga, they
So there's
committing
no
crimes
such
like
thing
a
as black
motherfucker.
privilege.
You got a privilege?
Shit, I'm able to start a gang. I can
And
start a
that's a
Cripple of
privilege?
Blood and take over a street without the
And then
cops
go to
fucking with
prison.
me.
That's a privilege
I'm not
for
gonna
you
go
to
to
do
prison.
that?
I'm gonna shoot at the cops, and I'm gonna have one of my little goons go to jail for me. Go into jail and go drop the soap and make a name for my gang, cause nigga, I'm out here on the block, nigga.
All
I
right,
don't
and
understand that.
have you been watching the YSL shit?
No, and yes,
Okay.
at the
Well, I'm
same
gonna need you
time.
to watch that shit because Young Thug supposedly he the one that I'ma start a gang and I'ma let everybody else go do this, and he the head nigga that's about to go do all the time.
But yet again,
But
if he
yet
a
again,
agent
okay, but yet
Rico,
again.
okay, you talking about the RICO charge of the YSL, which yes,
Obviously,
because
you know what I'm talking about then.
We do cover that over here on the Burn Live show. Yes, we do
Yeah, so
cover that.
it's exactly the thing that you're talking about. I just threw it in your face, and now you see what motherfuckers is going through that tried that, and it happens every day.
So every day that happens.
Well, not every single day, but I'm just telling you that all the time, a motherfucker that's trying to do the shit that you thought that you could get away with because you sent somebody to do something, you're still going down, baby, homie. And you're gonna go down before with the most time.
Okay, so
because you're the leader. Matter of fact, Larry Hoover to be exact.
No.
Let's think about that dude. Larry Hoover is doing time for motherfuckers he don't even know.
Sam, stop. Let's go back to the YSL case because once again, he wouldn't have been in that predicament for one if he didn't.
You don't know what he did and what he didn't do, so let's not go there.
Hold on. Let's actually go there because you went there.
I went there, but I'm just
about a person that put his crime in some rap lyrics for one. Two,
niggas that rap about shit all the time that they never did. Can you prove that nigga did that shit? You was there?
That's the whole point of the whole case.
You know he did it?
Point. Excuse me.
Can you niggas rap about shit? Niggas is just doing gangster rap. So I mean, you can't say,
excuse me.
My bad. I'm listening.
Thank you. For one, we gotta get dialogue. You gotta be able to go back and forth. Two, I'm just only explaining the reason why a certain person are in these cases and why you chose this case to say a bigger variety of what's going on.
I chose it because it's recent and I figured that you would know what's going on.
That small case is not the bigger picture of what's really going on when you talk about all the neighborhoods, when you can look at states and you can say, dang, this state is technically ran by some black people. It's governed by some black people. So therefore, the police force and everything that goes on is by black people. So therefore, whatever gets away with, that means a black person was responsible for it not happening or it going down or it not getting investigated right or this
not 100% because it's white people that live out there and it's white people that's on that case. I mean, it's not a majority.
What does a black mayor?
But it's white people. It's white people. It's white detectives.
What does a black mayor got to do with a white lawyer?
Anybody could get a black lawyer, no matter where you live.
What does a black mayor have to do with a white lawyer?
They in the same position because of shit. Them lawyers is the motherfuckers that become motherfucking mayors. And the DAs and all the shit and all that shit tying together. What I gotta do?
Come on, man. I'm a black mayor. I'm running the city. This little white lawyer that's
you a black mayor, you running the city. You gonna let me get away with you a black mayor, you running the city. You gonna let me get away with running around the crazy like I'm doing? You gonna let me just run them up? Because I'm black?
Chicago. Baltimore,
fuck Chicago. I'm asking you. You gonna let me get away with shit because I'm black?
These are states that are letting
fuck Chicago. I'm asking
California.
You.
Me?
Yeah,
no.
Okay. You just talking about states, and you can't get in these people's mind. You don't know what these people think. That's the good thing about a mind. You never know what's going on in my mind. I never know what's going on in yours. So you can't tell me.
But we can see what's going on. We can pull up news clips of what's going on. We see the statistics of a black neighborhood and how it looks and what the progress is in a black neighborhood. Yes, you can look at that. I can see those statistics. I can see that the crime rate in a black neighborhood is more high than if I move in a white neighborhood and I can leave my damn door open. Yes,
You want to know some shit that you probably ain't know about Las Vegas?
what I didn't know about Las Vegas.
Number 6 on the murder rate. Bet you didn't know that.
Y'all the what?
Number 6 on the murder rate. Bet you didn't know that.
Congratulations.
It ain't no congratulations. I'm just saying you speaking about all these other cities, but you ain't
I mean,
speaking about the city you live in.
Las Vegas
Who
is
number 6
2.
on the murder rate?
Las Vegas. Go
Las
open up the
Vegas.
almanac. Go open
So
up the
y'all number-
almanac. And that's the
y'all
good thing
number
about the
2
almanac.
No, I'm not
'cause I'ma tell
disputing.
you what the
I ain't
almanac do.
disputing that, Cook.
Hold
I
on,
used to
calm
live
down.
there.
The almanac
I used to live there with Mike.
The almanac busted down by how many 100,000 people live in the city.
Bro,
So at the
bro.
end of the day, you can't expect it.
Y'all are number 2 in suicide.
That's not what I'm talking about, and that's great too. But I'm not talking about suicides.
I'm just saying, death, killing, yeah, it's out here. Yes, I would love a mayor to be more stronger in crime and actually lock up criminals. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just
I
saying
would
you live
actually
in
like
this city and you
a
talking
faci-
about all these other places. That's what I'm getting at. You live in this city and you talking about everywhere else.
Okay, what we want to break down about her besides the number 6 and killing? Okay,
Nothing really. I mean, I'm just saying
the number
you
6
bring
and
up
killing. But where do
Chicago
they
and all these
killing
other
come
places. I'm
from?
like, for what? I mean, we here.
What does Las Vegas killing come from? What's most of that killing come from?
Shit, I couldn't even tell you to tell you the truth. I wouldn't know.
Okay,
James.
drunk driving.
No. Well, I'm not talking about deaths. I'm talking about murder.
Gangs.
That sounds about
Murder?
right. Now, at least, okay. What's your name, bro? James?
Yeah.
I'm Sam, James. Nice to meet you, bro.
Yeah,
What up,
again,
Sam?
Yeah, but yeah,
we-
at the end of the day, yeah, I'm speaking about murder. I'm not talking about people killing themselves, and I'm talking about murder.
and I'm just bringing up statistics that's here too.
But and when you started about Chicago and everything, I'm pretty sure you was talking about murder.
I was actually talking about ran by black people.
Yeah, but then we start going on to the violence.
Yet again, the violence here is way lesser here than it is in like
And
my
like I
home where I'm
explained to
from.
you that they run it by every 100,000 people that are in the city, and of
Yet
course
again, there's more
those
killing going
towns are a
on where
whole
I'm
lot bigger.
from. It's more killing going on where I'm from than it is out here.
Is it more people in St. Louis than it is in Las Vegas? Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Las Vegas is bigger than St. Louis.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Las
I'm
Vegas
You
is
got a
what?
computer right there in front of you. One of y'all do.
I'm not even sure, but that doesn't even
I'm
matter to me.
I'm
I just know there's more.
positive. Listen, Nevada only got Las Vegas and motherfucking Reno. Big state. Las Vegas and Reno. Everything in between is hick towns. Look it up.
Okay. You act
Wait,
like
Carson City.
Carson City is cool. I mean, that's the capital, but I mean, it ain't no big shit, you know.
I thought Reno was
Is
the
it?
capital.
No, sir. Carson City is.
Carson City is the capital of Nevada.
Yes, sir.
So when we looking at these places that we named, and including here, even though here is barely ran,
We
we
ain't even got to
ran
talk
out here
about here
more
because
about
everybody from out of town always
excuse
check
me,
out of this spot. So we ain't even
excuse
gonna talk
me,
about here.
huh?
This spot ain't. Yeah, we ain't even gonna talk about this spot. We just gonna talk about everywhere else.
We could talk about her because here's
They
ran
really
by
ain't nothing to talk
lobbyists and
about because
unions.
obviously everybody that live here don't know nothing about here.
If that's how you feel.
I'm sure you don't know nothing about what's going on out here. So I mean, we might as well talk about what you know about.
How do you know what a person knows since you just so know?
I
if you
just
know
said
all
I'm
these
pretty
things,
sure.
you would
I'm not
bring up these
100%
facts and
positive.
statistics and
I'm,
stuff, and then you be like, okay, this is what it is. This is how it is out here. Instead of holding, and that's another thing black people do.
cause I
Y'all
can't
hold back
look.
so much stuff
I
instead
could
of
tell you
spilling stuff.
some,
If
and you've
you
been
got
living out
knowledge, you got
here, but you've
knowledge.
been living on a certain part of town, shelter, and you don't really know what's going on. I can't make you know what's going on. I'm not trying to either, you know.
Yet again, so you just proved my point. What I just said. Instead of a person want to educate a person want to hold back information instead of helping a person learn and helping them grow.
I could tell you a whole lot of shit. You still all right? Listen, all right. You know what? You right, and I apologize about that.
I don't get it.
I just got out 6'5" of this year, right?
I don't know what that means.
Sam, you just got locked up. You got out of lockup, bro.
I just got out the feds June 5th of this year.
Okay,
Okay.
Six
okay,
five means June 5th of this year. So
okay.
since I've been out, it ain't been that long. Now these is just people I know. I can't speak on all the other people or people that I love is what I'm gonna say.
Hey, Sam, you from Vegas, bro? You from Nevada?
Born and raised.
Okay, go ahead. I just want to make
So
sure.
so it's been about 6 funerals, and it's another one coming up. And I ain't been able to go to none of them because, like I told you, I just got out the feds. Well, it's a chick that died. You know, she probably overdosed. I ain't gonna count her. You know, because that ain't that wasn't no violence, right? So we're gonna say like 5. But these are just people that I fuck with. And the very, very first one of the niggas I didn't fuck with, and they both happened in the same day. One of my partners did something to somebody, and the dude that was in the car with him did something to him. So that's 2 in one day. They both from the West Side, but
Mm. And all this happened in Vegas.
yes, sir. It's pull up to Bell's Market to be exact on 8th Street.
I know what that's
And
at. I know what
yeah,
that's at.
yeah. So I ain't gonna go too far deep into the story, but you know, I guess his brother killed the nigga, and the nigga it was his partner, so he felt some type of way about it, and he said some shit on Facebook. You know, Facebook always get motherfucking in trouble. So
Yeah.
that nigga, he pull up in the projects, and the dude, he had something to say about it. They was on some cool terms. I mean, I don't know what the fuck happened, right? 'Cause, I mean, I was still in the feds. Nigga was dead when I got out.
Right.
So I'm just telling you about what I heard. So they drinking a bottle together or whatever afterwards, I guess after they talk about it. And I guess the nigga still feel some type of way. So
He killed the nigga.
yeah, he put they pull up to the store, and he snatched the nigga chain off his neck and shoot the nigga in the head and turn around and
Damn.
walk away. And when he turn around and walk away, the nigga that's in the car with him jump out and
And
buck him
shot
down
him.
in the back. Yes, 2 murders at the same time. So, but 3 bodies gone, 2 people dead, but another one about to go to the prison for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
That's 3 in one day, to me. But since I've been out, boom, that happened to me. We ain't even gonna count 3. I'm just gonna count the 2 that's dead.
Hey, Sam, you out, right? So you ain't on
Yeah.
papers or nothing. You can leave. You can leave Nevada. You good.
I don't want to get into all of that, but
So okay. So you on paper still.
I'm out here.
Shut up. You asked too
I'm
much.
not incarcerated.
I got you, bro. I got you.
So
I got you, bro.
so not
Well,
too
I'm
long after that.
glad you made it out, bro. I'm glad you made it out, dog. No bullshit, cause that shit ain't that place is
Listen,
nowhere. That shit don't rehabilitate no goddamn body. It's
Trust
a
me,
place where they
I
got them get
know.
paid off our black ass.
All
They
they
get
do is
money for us being in there,
they throw
bro.
all the dogs, together and say, figure it out until that out date.
They
And
get
what you
money.
think?
They
What,
get money
what you
for
what
us
you think dogs
being
do
in
when
there.
they get together? They fight. You just put all us together from all what the what the hell? You just put all the worst people together from all over the United States.
Time out.
Here,
Time out.
go.
Time out.
You can say time out because you ain't
Time
been
out.
there.
Stop.
But I'm gonna listen to
Stop.
what you got to say. Cause you gonna say the shit about this California place that's nice and all this. Yeah, I was at a USP. I'm in United States Penitentiary, Victorville.
Excuse me. I
Hmm?
need sometimes when I say stop, it's not because I'm trying to cut you off. It's because you
I
were
understand. I remember we had this conversation before, and I know that
you are
I know
you
where
are
you're going, but I'm
freezing.
listening. I'm
Guys,
listening.
can you please stop for like
What's
10
on your mind,
seconds?
Peach?
He keep freezing, so I didn't hear his long speech, and every time I'd be trying to tell him to stop, he keep going and going and going like he
My
got
Oh, he
apology.
attitude or
breaking up.
something instead of
Yeah, my
listening.
Oh,
apology.
okay.
Yeah.
My apology.
And I be trying to get him to stop before he go too far or give him a signal or something
My
like,
apology. My
I don't
apology.
want to miss what you're saying, or I don't want my audience to miss what you're saying.
My apology.
So whatever he just said, besides the you're gonna say something about California, I heard that part, but everything before
But
that,
we
when
were
he was
speaking about
really actually,
rehabilitation.
yeah, whatever, all that, I didn't hear none of that because you was breaking up. I'm sorry. So can you repeat yourself?
So as far as rehabilitation, I remember me and you had this conversation about rehabilitation, right? I mean, listen, it may be some places, I can't lie. I don't know because I ain't been everywhere. It might be some places that rehabilitate. It may be, maybe. I've never been nowhere that have. Going to the feds, like I told you, I wasn't at a camp. I was at a United States Penitentiary, Victorville.
Okay.
And I can't see where the rehabilitation come from because it ain't nothing but fucking violence all day, every day.
And
Man, we
then and then on top of that, Cook, let me chime in for a second. And then on top of that, it's not a place for rehabilitation. It's a money pit for for them to get money off of us. But at the same time, it has its own underworld. It has its own underboss shit. Like you got the CEOs, you got the trustees, niggas bringing shit in. The
bruh,
goddamn, you hit this
you
CEO
know,
off, he'll look out for you. He'll turn a blind eye if you want to fuck a nigga up. Shit like that. It's an
you know
underworld,
it,
bro. And
bro.
it's like when you get in there, if you don't know the game, you is fucked. You will be fucked. You know what I'm saying? Literally. You know what I mean?
Literally,
So it's like it's fucked up, bro. It's like a different world. You know what I'm saying? And
it
then when
is
you
a
get
different
out,
world.
yeah, and look, let's say you've been in there and you've been indoctrinated with that for 20 plus years, right? And you get
I
out
met some people that was, and they so
and you
fucked up
can't,
in the head.
yeah, you can't go
They,
back. You can't switch back to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Kinda. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all you know for 20 years. That lifestyle. So
I
I
done
see
been
why
there.
niggas, I see why sometimes niggas get out and they be like, man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing. And then they get caught and they go right back to jail because it's like they ain't got nothing to fear. They're like, oh shit, I'm going back to the club. I'm going back to the goddamn resort. I'm going back to see my homies. You
I
know what
mean,
I'm saying?
and
Fuck
I
this
don't
shit.
think like that because I
I
haven't
know, I
been
know.
down like that. But I've met people that is fucked up like that.
Me- I
When
got
I was
family
in there,
members like that.
bro. When I was in there, I was like, "Where do they got me?" I'm like, "Man, I just these." And me being in USP, I'm around people that been down for 20 plus years, and some of these people is not even getting out. So a
Nope.
lot of these people is really fucked up. I swear. Like a lot of people probably wouldn't understand, but me looking at these people, I kind of like, man, I got to get the fuck up out of here because of like I got to outdate, and some of them niggas still did too. But I done met niggas that told me, yeah, you know, I get out 2050. Is that a real outdate when you about 40 years old? Like, what type of time is
You,
that?
bro, I'd have been in because I'd have been locked up before though. I'd have been in situations, nigga, where goddamn niggas you slip up and tell niggas you're outdate, and
You
these
don't
niggas
want
is in
to.
there for life. These niggas in there for life, and they be on some hating shit. Like, oh no, nigga, we gonna do something, give you some more
We
time.
gonna figure something out.
We
So
gonna we gonna yeah, you gonna get some more
that's why
time.
you
You gonna have
don't
to
want to
fight
tell a motherfucker.
or
You don't
something.
want to tell a motherfucker when you going home.
No, sir, never,
No, no.
never.
So niggas popping and asking me, man, listen, I don't even want to talk about it.
Nope.
So in my mind, I'm hoping that to throw a nigga off and think that I'm in the same situation that they in. And when I
Right.
say I don't want to talk about it, cause I mean shit, bruh, I'm not. No, I ain't on that type. Yeah.
Yeah, that
What
shit
is?
fucked up, man. And then you got to be careful because sometimes, you know, you don't tell your business. These motherfucking CEOs is like bitches. They'll come on the block and tell the motherfuckers when you got in, what you was there for, what time they plan on getting you out.
Talk.
They'll fucking snitch you out too, bro.
Can't talk to me no more. We don't know
Where the
conversation.
hell Capiche go?
So you can't talk to me though. Alright. My bad.
No, you good. Where the hell Capiche go?
Yeah.
Where the host of the show go?
I don't know, man. I think he jumped off. I think it was a little bit too much. I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't just a connection or something.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Woo! I'm glad y'all still was here.
We was wondering where you was because we was getting it in.
I heard a little bit of it.
We
I
might have to
literally
rewind a
pulled
little
the
bit for you.
plug on my internet.
I'm glad
Damn,
that he
that's
done
crazy.
popped in. I'm glad another nigga that's done actually been around the block done popped in.
What does that supposed to mean? Being around the block, what that mean?
Well, another person that done actually been incarcerated, so he can actually speak on what it is like being in there.
And I actually got incarcerated on some bullshit.
I don't give a shit. You dumbass got incarcerated.
But you have had interactions with the police at least once in your life, correct?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I've been locked up. Why he
I
think
got
I
a
haven't
question.
been locked up?
But
Hey,
see,
I
I
got
got
a
in back
that's
in
question.
the
that's my
When,
point. That was my point, fellas. What I was trying to say earlier is that if you are a black male in America, I don't give a fuck if you Obama. You are gonna run into somebody in a uniform at least once in your life, whether you want to or not.
I got
But
a question for you
that doesn't have
though,
nothing to do
operator.
with
What
you
was
getting locked up and going to the penitentiary because you actually committed a motherfucking crime. And sorry for cussing to my audience because y'all know I
No, you
don't cuss
right.
like that.
I
But I
mean,
gotta break something down to my audience and to y'all to where y'all see where I come from. It's like I understand. I wanted to be a criminal once upon a time in my life too. I also tried to go for other things in different positions. It's not like I was just wanting to be a saint. I was a bit, I get
you
it. But yet
you wanted
again,
to be a criminal?
yeah.
I got kicked out when I was 13, so why I was supposed to go do work for Domino's?
Capiche, you could be a
But
non-criminal and the police you will still see a police in your
I
face at least once in your life.
okay,
You know
James.
how I know?
Okay,
Because it's
James.
an aspect, y'all. It's one aspect y'all ain't even thinking about, right?
James.
Think about
James.
this
Okay.
avenue. Let's go left
James.
field. Let's go left
No.
field. Say you a
No.
nerd. Say you a nerd, right? You don't get in no trouble. You ain't in the streets, nothing. You go, you goddamn, you in the books, nigga. But you got a badass girlfriend, right? You psych because you a nerd and you got a badass bitch. You and the badass bitch get into an argument, right? Okay. So the badass bitch goes, fuck this shit, nigga. She might mollywop his ass. No, I ain't even gonna say she gonna hit him. She'd be like, oh no, I'm gonna call the police. If you don't get out my house, I'm gonna call the police. The nerd will probably be like, okay, because he a nerd. He don't want no problems. Police come in your face.
And
You know
you
what I'm
still
saying?
going down. You still going down.
Yeah, you
Because
going,
he called
yeah.
him.
That's
Because
what I'm
he
saying. And
called
that's
him,
a whole nother
somebody gotta go.
aspect that we ain't even talking about.
Somebody
And there
gotta
you go,
go.
police in your
Once he
face.
call him, somebody gotta go.
Oh,
Police in your
okay.
face.
So now that we got that, arm wrestling match out the way, like we got no word with that statistic. Like that meant absolutely nothing. Sorry to say, just being honest.
I mean, you really ain't hear what we was talking about because you blanked out. So yeah.
Hey, Capiche, here go another one. You walk nerd. You walk down the street, chilling. No guns, no nothing. Ain't think about that shit. All you want to do is play video games. You walking down the street. You going home. All of a sudden, shots ring out. Down, not even on your block. The police is trying to fit a description because you black and you black. They gonna pull you over and fuck with you. You
Been
don't
there,
even
done
fit the
that.
description, bro. But
Been
they
there,
gonna
done
pull
that.
you. They gonna run up on you, ask you for your ID, and they gonna fuck with you.
Been there, done that.
That type shit.
Okay,
Been there, done that.
so a
I
crime.
ain't even gonna lie to you. Sometimes ain't
Wait,
shit gotta happen.
so
They
let
gonna
me
pull
get
up
this
on you and tell
correct.
you
So let
Yeah,
me
get
break
out.
this
sometimes shit
down.
ain't. You right, bro. Sometimes shit ain't even gotta happen, bro.
Let
They
me
could
break
be
Gonna
this
pull up on
bored.
you,
down.
fit the
But you know, I
description,
want to
Let
nigga.
me
fuck with that
break.
little nigga
I'm
right
gonna
there.
break
Let's
it
go fuck with him.
down. I don't want to have to mute y'all sometimes. I let y'all talk, but y'all don't even let the host talk. That's a shame. That's
Go
bad.
ahead,
I
host.
don't want to have to
I want to
mute
hear
you.
what you got to say.
But yet
Go ahead,
again,
Capiche.
so breaking down his scenario, a crime has committed. I'm so happen to be in the facility of the crime, right? I'm in the
Yeah,
area
and
where the
you
crime
smoke
has been
weed and you
committed,
got a
right?
bag of weed in your pocket before this
And I
motherfucking
got a bag
marijuana
of
shit
weed,
was legal.
and I somewhat fit the description. Do I or do I not somewhat fit the
You ain't even
description?
got to.
You
You
don't.
black, nigga.
You don't.
I
It's a
don't.
vague description. Black male. That could be any black male in America.
I mean, that's not how the description go across the APB.
You
We watch enough cop shows to say bro, we know who we're looking for. So stop playing with me. See, this is what
you
I'm
just
saying.
ain't
Y'all be
No, they
bringing up
don't.
these old,
No, they don't.
y'all bring up
No, they
these
you
don't.
just
old
ain't
Never
been
Never
moving
Land,
around in the
Fantasy
slums
Land statistics, and then when
and
I try
seeing
to
this
break them
shit.
down
That's all.
realistically, y'all be want to say no because when the realistic gets involved in it, then it's no, man. See, Michael, you don't understand. You not black for real. Stop playing with me.
I'm not gonna
Like
tell
I
you you
ain't
ain't
been in
black
no
for real.
hood and
I'm
I
just
ain't
gonna
been
tell
like
you
stop
that
playing
you
with
ain't
me.
really been in the
When that
slums
when
and
that APD go
you ain't
across that
really
and we're looking
experienced
for a
that shit.
suspect, we have a good enough description to where if his hair is long and I see somebody short, I'm not finna mess with him. He do
This
not
what
fit
I'm
the
gonna tell you.
Mike,
description.
Mike,
It's some
Capiche.
days that they don't
That's
even have to
no,
have a real
no,
description. They just
no.
gonna pull up
You
on you and say,
know
"Hey,
for a
bro,
fact,
Fellas,
you fit the
for
description because you look like."
factually, that's what I'm saying. Factually, you guys know that if a long haired black person we're looking for, they're not finna mess with nobody's short hair.
I'm not gonna
Stop
tell
playing.
you
That's
I
Capiche,
not
know
the
that because
description.
I know
It don't
better
fellas,
go.
than that.
Sam,
Is what I'm
Do we
gonna
gotta
Capiche.
go
tell you.
bring up?
So
Do we
Y'all
gotta go
missing
bring up
sight
some
of the
piggyback.
point.
videos? Do
You
we
are
gotta
Y'all
bring
missing
up
white
some
sight of the
power.
whole
I'm
videos?
gonna tell
point.
you that now.
Do we gotta bring up videos? We can go bring up a cop video right
Fellas,
now.
A
fellas, y'all
cop
missing
video right
sight.
now. I could bring
Y'all
up
missing
some
sight of
footage.
the
We
whole
got a cop
point,
video.
y'all.
We go here to pay beat.
Capiche,
Like
you are
stop playing with
exactly
me.
right. Sam, both of y'all are fucking right. My point is that if you are a black male in America, you are going to be faced with somebody in the fucking uniform at least once in your life, whether you want it or not. That's the whole point.
Question.
Man,
Let's
if
Mike
you
is
look
right.
at
If
these
you
let's
kids,
just
Mike
go
right,
back to that little kid in Miami that man chased when the police told him to leave him alone.
what little kid? Name a name.
Trayvon Martin.
Huh?
no, that
Huh?
Trayvon
Yeah,
Martin. That
huh?
wait a minute.
Huh?
Trayvon
Yeah,
Martin was
huh?
the nigga
Huh?
what's Zimmerman. Trayvon Martin was Zimmerman. He won't no police. Zimmerman won't police.
And did you hear what they told him to leave him alone? Do not.
Yeah, they did. They did. They did.
Hi,
did.
we see you.
Huh?
But did you hear what he said? Did you hear we say that wasn't a cop? That was an off-duty somebody.
He was
Okay,
nothing.
well,
He was an
exactly.
off-duty nothing.
My point.
He was a civilian with a gun,
Oh,
trying to play
civilian
like
with a
he was a
gun.
fucking.
Okay.
He was trying to play like he was goddamn neighborhood watch. That's all it was.
And somebody
He was
else.
nothing.
That's a bad example.
That's a bad example.
Yes, that's a bad example of proving
Well,
you're
let's
trying
just
to
go
prove
to
your
George
point.
Floyd then. What about that?
George,
What did
okay,
he do wrong? What did he do wrong?
what he do wrong?
Yeah.
He didn't resist arrest 30 minutes ago when he should have got in the police car the first time.
So that means
Yes,
that
I
it was
watched the
cool for
whole
that nigga.
31. I watched the whole 30 minutes of that whole ordeal going down, baby.
That
That's
still
all
don't
I'm saying.
constitute somebody putting their fucking weight on on your neck though, Mike. They don't teach you that in cop school. That don't give nobody the
They
right
teach
to put
you-
their whole
actually, they do
160,
teach
80
you
some
that,
pounds
that's
on somebody's neck.
That's the actual procedures. I know y'all done seen. Come on, dog. Y'all done seen so many cop cases.
Question.
And
What-
so
what-
many people talk
I
about
got a
that during that
question.
time.
Question.
That is
No.
the
That's
actual
illegal
procedure.
procedure.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
All he had to do was put him in cuffs and put him in the back seat. He didn't need to put his motherfucking knee on his neck for that long and then stop his
I
breath.
mean, yet again, why did he ask to get put on the ground?
But yet again,
Why did
when
he?
you
Why when he
wait
was
a
in the
minute, you
police car,
told me
he
you've
did
been
not get
incarcerated,
out?
right? You've been
Why was he
incarcerated.
high off drugs? Why was he giving a fake 20 to the clerk anyway? Why are you trying to do
So
that?
if I lie,
Why did
that
he-
man kill me.
Why did he rob
None
a
of that,
pregnant lady?
but Capiche,
If
none
I
of
lie
that
to you,
constitute
that
him
man kill me.
dying.
6 months
None
ago.
of that constitute him dying.
If I
None
lie
of that.
to you,
It's-
that man kill me
Excuse
because I
me.
lied.
What I'm saying
None of
is,
that constitutes somebody getting killed.
If
None of
I
that.
lie to you, that man
so
kill me.
what about the lady that lost her baby? That he kidnapped the whole pregnant lady
When?
and got locked up for it. So we not going.
Okay,
was
was that the day? Was that the day that he ended up dying? Whatever he did in the past, that was in the past. He did his time for it, right? Whenever you do your
don't know.
time and get out, then you're done.
But you know what I'm saying? You never know when the good Lord
Ain't
gonna
no you
take
never
you.
know. Ain't no you never know.
Yes,
That's
you
just
did.
like
Yes,
them
That's
saying-
true,
that's
Capiche.
just like
You
them
never
saying
know.
to me
when the
right
good
now,
Lord gonna
oh, you
take
been
you.
to the feds, nigga. I'm about to just kill you because you a federal nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Huh?
But if
That
another
don't make
man
sense.
takes another
Exactly,
man's
huh?
life, that's murder.
That's what I'm saying, huh?
That's murder. Even if the police do it, that's
The
still murder.
autopsy said he didn't die under that man. He died under reparations, under cutting the breed because he was high off his drug.
Bruh.
Complicated by a fucking 180 some pound knee to the neck.
So if I just
Yeah,
hold
you-
my
you
knee
shoulda
on your
locked
neck
your
throughout
dumb
your
ass up.
whole
You
shift
shoulda got locked
until
up.
you just go out,
You
then I
should have
just be like,
been
oh, you was
locked up.
smoking
You
weed
should have
and
not
you
been going
died
through all of
because
that
you was
bull
smoking
crap
weed. Then,
of trying to resist an arrest. You should have got arrested, got locked up, got your lawyer, and sued that officer for wrongly
So
accusing you
so
for whatever
Capiche.
charge they
So
would have charged.
so hold
you
on.
with.
So let's change cases for a second. So you think that lady was supposed to got shot in the face for that water? You honestly, you think she was supposed to got shot in the face for that water? That what you saying?
Don't make me answer that question like that. Just don't.
I mean, the way you kicking it is like, you know what I'm saying? Police should get immunity for killing niggas.
If
I'm
I
waiting.
feel threatened, the whole point. Now that's different. That's not different, but that's like feeling threatened. That's like you like he told me earlier.
How's that
You never
different?
know
How's
how
that not
somebody
different?
is. Wait a minute, let me finish. You never know how somebody is thinking. You never know what's going through that man. So therefore, is it wrong for him to shoot that lady in his eye like that? Yes. But did he feel threatened? I don't know. Did he say
From
he
the
feel
woman?
threatened? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he went through training. He's a whole man, and he was not threatened by that woman.
And it was two of them, Sam. You got to watch the video. It was two of them, Sam, and both of them cops look like football players.
You don't know what his threat level of threatened felt like.
So it was
So women
okay for
don't-
that.
so
I'm
women
gonna
don't
name
abuse
another
men?
situation. It was okay
So
for
women
that
don't
woman.
abuse men. So men don't get abused by women. That don't happen. That don't exist.
It does.
Okay.
It does.
But
But
when
cops
you
are supposed to be trained to de-escalate a situation, not escalate a situation to the point where I'm gonna shoot you in the. He said this shit. I'm gonna shoot you in the goddamn face, bitch, and he did it. So
say
no,
something,
that was not de-escalating nothing.
say something.
So he got all, bro. He got all the wins. He got the guns. He got the tasers. He got batons,
Training, he got the
But she don't know how
training.
badass,
I
to
he
mean,
got
he
the
got
swim.
all the
partner.
wins,
She
man.
quick. You don't know how fast she can move. You don't know how long it's been sitting there. You're not finna burn my beautiful pale skin. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably,
So
I don't
pretty
Beautiful,
know. I probably
much
want to go home and
what you
beautiful.
steam.
saying is if a motherfucker move too fast and you a cop, you gonna pop their ass.
I'm saying if I feel threatened, I'm shooting the shit out you.
I'm glad
You
you ain't no cop.
believe from watching that
I'm glad you ain't
video,
no damn cop.
if you was a cop, from that video that he talking about, do you really in your heart believe that they felt threatened?
I'm not gonna
Just
answer
No,
truthfully,
that.
just be real.
I'm not gonna
exactly
Just be
answer
not.
that.
real.
I can't
Not
answer
exactly
that
not.
because of that question. I
Not when you
don't
got the
know.
license
I
to
really
kill.
don't. I don't.
No,
I don't. I don't. I don't.
now when
Especially
you got the
when you
license to
I
kill.
don't.
train for this shit. You not a normal human. You train for the shit. And you got
Yet
your partner with
again,
you.
you
And
never
it's a
know
whole
when
woman.
somebody's out here to get you. I don't know. All I know is I want to go home and see my kids every day. Just like you
But
want
see,
to go
hold
home and
up.
see your kids every day.
Any day
But
that
wait a
you
minute.
That's
walking up
all
and
that
down the
matters to
street,
you.
how often do you feel
Wait a minute,
threatened by a
Sam.
woman?
Wait a minute, Sam. In Mike's defense, I will say this: if that was a regular cop, she would still be alive. There was an alternative motive as to why he shot her in the face. So if
Okay.
that had been a regular cop, she would still be alive. He shot her in the face for a
What you
reason.
say, Sam? What was your question, Sam?
When you walking down the street on a normal day, how often do you feel threatened by a woman?
Never, never,
And you're
I
not a
can't say
trained
that.
police
It's
officer with a sidearm on your hip. So I'm just
never,
asking. I'm just asking a simple
never,
question.
been a couple
never.
times I felt threatened by females. It's been some. Hey, dude, I, I just seen a girl beat up a dude just a few minutes ago, and I got it
I
on
mean,
tape.
and that's
He
cool, but
probably
that ain't got
deserved it.
nothing to do with what I'm asking you because I
Right,
mean it is women that will beat up a dude. But how
right.
often walking down the street do you feel threatened by a woman?
Never,
I don't know,
never.
maybe once every other night. You know, especially I live in a bad neighborhood. Geekers,
Come on now,
freakers.
man. And I promise
Come
you
on,
don't live
Mike.
in a bad neighborhood.
I
You
used to
live in
live
Las
out there
Vegas,
too.
man. I
Come on,
know this
Capiche.
city, man.
Come on now. Girls ain't out there
Hey,
running up on niggas with guns saying get up. They ain't doing that.
They ain't
shit.
running up on niggas that look like thugs anyway. I'm
Exactly.
I
from
don't.
this city, man. I'm born and raised, homie. But I do know some thug chicks. But I mean, but still, I mean, like he said, it is some females that will whoop on a nigga. But
Yeah.
how often do you really feel threatened by a woman when you walking
He
down the
don't.
street? And at the end
He
of the
don't.
day,
He
these
don't.
dudes is
He lying. He
trained.
don't.
I know he don't. I know he capping. I mean, it's cool for the live, but yeah. And if you do, then yeah.
Hey, you see that crazy one walking down the street, got all type of weapons, pipes and poles. Hey, that's a threat.
Then you walk on the other side of the street. That's how you do that.
It's still a threat. Them
That's
motherfuckers
why
is
you walk on the other
fast.
side of the street.
I'm walk right
Shit.
past a motherfucking ass. I don't know, man. I don't feel threatened. You got a pipe in the pole. You ain't got that motherfucker for me.
I
Right.
don't even, but still, I don't want to even look like that person that might have did it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talk about
I'm
police
gonna walk on
ratio
the street because
profile.
I
Hey,
want to save that person. I want them to
huh?
still be alive.
But
So
now
I'm
on
gonna walk
top of
across the
that, you
street.
the police officer that's trained with a sidearm. And she got a pipe in the pole. You trained with a sidearm and you still feel threatened, nigga.
And you got tasers. And you got tasers.
and you got a partner with you.
So we both gonna taser. I might taser with both my guns. Why you got a pipe and pole? What's up? What's going on?
All right, so how much of a threat is she?
How much of
None.
for you to have a pipe and a pole? You are a threat. What's
Do you
going
know that
on? Why
taser
why
shoots?
should you have to walk
I do
down
not
these
have
streets
to
like
be in
that?
your hands reach for me to tase you with this taser because it shoots. And it got a
Yet
beam on it.
again,
And it got a
we just
beam on
talking
it.
about a random person walking down the street, and
Random
I'm
person walking
answering the
down the street.
questions, and I'm answering the question yet again. Why the hell am I pulling her over? Did I see her
So,
mess with somebody? Is she walking? Is she talking loud and crazy, screaming?
hey, listen.
Is she
You
just like
work
this
over there
dude that
where
I
I
just seen a
worked
couple
at.
other days
You
ago
work
beating
where
up a
I work
dude
at.
in
Come
a
on now,
wheelchair
listen. I
on
know you know.
behind Subway, beating a dude with a stick in a wheelchair just because he can?
Man, you capping,
Or
man. You work over there by where I worked at, man.
I'm talking about going down the street right here where
I'm
I'm
just
standing
talking
at right
about the
now.
daily. I'm talking about just some daily shit.
I'm talking about what I'm just saying when I just seen a dude beating up a dude in a wheelchair with a long stick and pole just because he can get away with it because that's what he told me. I said, why are you beating up on that old man? Because I can, and ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do. I
And
was like,
shit
oh
happens.
damn.
That makes sense, and I understand that, but that ain't what we talking about.
Am I supposed to feel threatened or not threatened?
That sounds like a Maryland Parkway ass whooping.
Dude, he was whooping the shit out of dude in the wheelchair. Stop, please, please, please. I said, man, I'm gonna call the police on you, dog. Stop. And then
Where
the
was this
dude,
at, man? Off of
hey,
Maryland.
you know what's crazy? The dude caught on fire somehow. And that's the only reason he left the dude alone. I'm not lying. Dude caught on fire and dude in the wheelchair was able to wheel off. I said, man, that's what you get for messing with a person. And then the police pulled
That's
up.
fucking crazy. That's Vegas for
Yeah,
you, man.
police pulled up because they had to help him put out the car. He was like, I don't know how my car caught on fire. Cause beating up on people in wheelchairs. Why you beating up on people in wheelchairs? Yeah, I feel threatened out here with some of these crazy people out here. It's crazy people out here. People came out here not to really understand Vegas mentality. They really came out here to try to revamp themselves, or they felt like they was an outcast, or they felt like they was the best hustler. That's what a lot of people come out here.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
And
saying
have
don't
the
protect
mentality. Now
yourself.
there
You know,
are some of us that do come out here and be like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I personally came out here because y'all was turning recreational in 2017. I thought it'd be cool to learn the laws with the state as the state transfer over. Also, I was starting to get deeper into politics, so I thought it was just for me to learn. It'd have been a good learning. Plus, it's a Republican state. I mean, that's my
so
personal reason for coming out here
at the
today.
end of the day, all these black folks that been getting killed by the police, and your
All
eyes,
these white folks are retarded kids that get killed by the police.
no. All these black folks that been getting killed by the police lately. I'm not talking about every single one of them, but you know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. You got to
All
explain to
right,
me like I was a white person.
I'm gonna explain like you was a white person. So, baby, you know the dude named that ended up getting thrown in the back and get his neck broke in the back of that motherfucking van? Something Brown.
Mike Brown.
Do you think that was justified? You justify that,
No,
Mike
because I
Brown?
don't know what you're talking
They
about.
killed him. They killed him in the back of the damn paddy wagon.
Mike
Because
Brown?
I'm like, was that justified?
I said Mike Brown, the dude from Missouri, got caught because he reached for a cop gun. So yeah, he deserved to get popped. Don't reach for a cop gun.
You reach for a cop gun and handcuffs?
Stealing a cigarello out of a store.
You reach for a cop gun and handcuffs? They was throwing him in the back of a paddy wagon. Do you think that he didn't have handcuffs on, bro?
Okay, yet again, the story that you're talking about, I don't know what you're talking about and who you're talking about.
Okay. Because there's a whole lot of them. And even on top of that, I can't even tell you about this story. I seen some shit on Facebook. A nigga got pulled over. And I can't tell you the dude name. I don't know. I seen it on Facebook, though. But this was a couple years ago.
Are there bad
More,
people that are cop officers? Yes,
more than
there
a
are.
couple
There
years
are
ago.
bad people that become officers to do harm to other people. Yes, I'm not gonna sit up here and
So you
not
got
say
to
there aren't.
understand that. You got to think about it. Think about thugs. Do you know that there are white thugs?
Yeah,
So at the end of the day, and if there are racist white people that are cops,
there are racist black people that are cops.
okay, and that makes sense. But how many racist black people done kill white people versus racist white people that done kill
I bet
motherfucking?
you if we really looked it up and when we broke down the number, I bet you we trying to catch up because we got a long
You
way
got
to
a
go.
computer right in front of your face, homie. Let's check it out.
Hey,
There's
Sam.
no statistics
It's
like that.
funny you should say that, Sam, because in my hometown, the fucking people I went to school with, all of the fucking people I went to school with that were like got bullied, that were let's say got picked on, got their ass whooped, turned out to be cops. You know why? Because in the back of their head, they're going, you know what? As soon as I graduate, I'm gonna become the motherfucking man out here. When I become the man out here, you fuck up, I got your ass for all that
Hey,
PTSD you did for me when I was in school.
I'm gonna
And
tell
that's
you
the
this
reason why
even on
most
camera. I'm gonna tell you this on camera. If I was a cop, nigga, I'd have been a badder motherfucker than that nigga on training day. So I'm gonna just go there with you.
me too. I can't do it.
So think about it. Like, I mean, these are normal humans like me and you. And then now I got the license to kill. I got the license, not even if I don't even want to kill, I could just do whatever the fuck I want to do. So why wouldn't I?
And you protected by the Brotherhood of the Blue.
Yeah. So you know they
Let's
all
not forget. Let's not forget about that. You protected by
yeah.
the Blue, and if you go against the Blue, well, we know
You
what happens
already
when
know
you go
what's gonna
against the
happen.
Blue.
You already know what's gonna happen.
So
Yeah.
you guys are
Yep.
explaining to me that if y'all had a chance right now to join the police services out here, y'all will only be joining police officers to do harm to others because y'all feel
I'm not
like
gonna tell
there's
you
some
I would do harm
systematic
to
stuff out
others.
here that
I ain't
needs to be
saying. I'm not
justified.
saying that. I'm not
I'm not
saying
telling
that
you I would do harm to
because
others.
we can do harm without being the police.
What?
You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
What? That ain't the lot about. I just sat here for damn near 8 minutes and heard from
You
both of
must have just
y'all.
heard that
No,
shit
what
all
we
the way
were
wrong
saying.
then.
No,
You heard it
Capiche.
all the
What
way
we were
wrong.
saying. What me and Sam is saying is, if we became cops, we would be the baddest motherfuckers on the planet because of what we already know in our head with that
Cause I
entire the
know I
power
can
that we
be.
get. We'll have the power. You know what I'm saying? And
It's
on
the
top of
same.
that, we got the back end of the Blue. What? Nigga, I'm untouchable, nigga. Just like he said, I'm King Kong. He meant that shit.
King
I'm
Kong
fucking
ain't got
King
shit on me,
Kong. King
nigga.
Kong ain't got shit on me. He meant that
And
shit.
And you know what? And see,
and at the end of the day,
this is one of the reasons why I'm really want to dedicate my heart and soul and power to become a mayor of Nevada and really work hard to really show y'all an effect that
question.
that same effort that y'all got, if y'all was cops, is the same feeling I have. Like once I get the power of mayor and actually can make a change and a difference, oh my,
Question.
I'm gonna make a
All right,
difference.
wait a minute.
I
Question.
promise you, the
Can I ask
first
you a
day in
question real
office,
quick,
I am
please?
going to make
Can I ask you a
magic.
question, Mr. Mayor? So at the end of the day, boom. You a police officer, right?
Now I'm back to being a police officer.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to ask you because what we said we would do as a police officer. So boom, let's just say you're a cop, right? You caught a kid stealing out a sandwich out the store. You gonna take him home to his mama, or you gonna take him to jail?
Take him to jail.
Okay.
Why am I taking him home to his mama? I don't know your mama.
And he gonna tell you where his mama live. Why was he stealing a sandwich out the store? The nigga stole a sandwich because he was hungry. That nigga didn't hurt nobody.
Huh?
Huh?
Then why did they call me? He had to do something. They did. They're not gonna call
They
you
called you
because
because
he
he was
stole.
stealing.
No,
They
they
called
don't
you
do
because he
that.
was stealing. But it's up
They
to
don't do
you
that, bro. They don't do that.
you know what? Let
No,
me
no,
I
no,
promise you, the
no.
police took me to my granny house before on some bullshit and dropped
What
me
year was
off.
this?
And it ain't had nothing to do with no stealing. And this was
Bro, they
probably
not
like,
doing that today.
bruh,
They not.
nigga, you can't tell me who a police officer is. It's up to the cop. It's cop's discretion. So you can't say 2024 or 2010.
2024 cops are not allowed to call over no damn theft. You have to be harmed or bodily harmed inside the store and actually have the person inside the store for the cops pull up. That is law in all 50 states since the COVID put down.
Hey, and that may
And
even be true. And I
Democrats started
probably didn't know
defunding
no
the
better. You
police.
may just be 100% right, and I'm probably
Look,
wrong.
look, Capiche. Take it from this old head, right? I'm old, so when the cops used to come get us when we was fucking up, you know what they did? They whooped our ass, and when they whooped our ass, they dropped our ass off, and it got right in front of our house. And then when we went in the house, they told us like, "What y'all been doing? Y'all been fucking." Mom be like, "Y'all been out there fucking up, huh? Cops got y'all ass right." We like, "Yeah, mm-hmm." And then we wound up getting our ass whooped again. But times was different then, bro. Cops ain't whooping ass like that no more. Now they killing you. So it's different times, man. Different breed of cops.
They was
Different
killing back
generation.
then, though. Don't
I
say,
mean,
"Oh man, we're not gonna kill. We're
of
not gonna
course they
kill in
was
the
probably killing
70s.
back then because they had
We're
the
not
license
gonna
to
kill
kill.
in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. No,
I
we
mean,
ain't
of
gonna
course,
do it
we're not
then.
gonna say that they wasn't killing, but
Stop playing, sir.
I mean,
But
it
you're
wasn't
right,
at the rate
fellas.
that
But
it was today.
the value of life back then was greater than it is now.
Now, I'm going to agree
The
with you.
value
I
of
will
life
agree
was
with
greater
you,
back then. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why I
James.
say what
Hold
I
on.
say.
I will
It's
agree with you if
because
you said that the streets were safer and stuff like that for its community, all in a
no,
whole.
the value,
Before the
bro.
80s,
I'm gonna tell
I
you.
would totally agree
Go ahead,
with
Capiche.
you.
Go ahead.
I'm totally with you, and I would say yes. Back in the days, before the 80s, before the real crack era, before really gangsters and mafias like abruptly took over streets and like code, it was no more codes because therefore y'all was fighting the FBI and the CIA and everybody was doing that, and you had Ronald Reagan trying to take out a war, and you had all these other things. If I'm not mistaken, that was the president at the time, but you did have war back then, so you did have a lot of collusions and you had a lot of things that was mixture, but therefore you had corruption. Then yet again, I'm gonna say this one more time. Back as soon as the 80s kick in, that was the main time where the government did put in a system to break up the nuclear homes of the black community, where they was desperately trying to get the fathers out the mothers' homes with the kids to grow up. I'm not
Are
going
you
to
saying that
deny y'all
it's
on
not
that.
the same today? It's what I'm asking. Are you saying it's not the same?
It's no, it's not the same today as it was back then, because therefore that was the
It
hard
is the
work that
same. It's
black
called
people
Section
put
8.
in. You know
It
what I'm
is the same.
saying?
It's called Section 8.
It's still there, but listen to what I'm saying. The difference
I'm glad you
is
said
the
that
hard
because
work that we
that's a
have
big
been
thing.
through trying to get up
Section
out
8.
of
You
that.
can't have no
Yeah,
man when you got Section 8 in the
You
house.
sure
So
can't.
go ahead.
You cannot.
yeah. I understand that this stuff is still around, but yet again, you do have a bigger percentage of our black community that's not trying to get on Section 8 as much. You do have a lot of people that are trying to get home. You do got a lot more black people
You're
that
right.
are way more millionaires now than there was way back in the 80s, 40s, 50s. You know what I'm saying? You do got a lot more success in our community, even if we like it or not. And I'm talking about all around, from the stripper pole to gaming to sports to whatever it is in America to make $1 million. We're definitely invested in it somehow. Now, are we a big percentage? No. But are we more moving in that direction? Yes, we are. So therefore, when I see this, and I do see this. So, you know what I'm saying? So that means that ghetto and that killing and all that stuff, it goes down. It's only big in populations like California because it's flooded with bad corruption and policy.
Nigga.
Yeah, I had to say California because a lot of policy that starts in a lot of other states starts in California. California is the breadwinner of starting policies that get put into office and put into capital. That's just, I
Okay.
mean, that's just
I can
statistically
go for
known.
that. I can go for that.
Okay. And then you know what I'm saying, by y'all being the biggest, y'all have more college votes to get at. So y'all do that. And then places like New York, because that's another place that laws start from, and it pushes towards the middle. It would be nice, and it doesn't happen. And I never heard nobody ever say this. And this every time, this the first time it ever came across my mind. It would be nice for maybe some policies to start from the middle and spread out to the coast, because
It's not
yes,
gonna happen though. I mean,
I
that would be
say
nice
that
though.
there is no Midwest culture or no ideas from the Midwest to get pushed out. Now you do got a person that they say Tim Walsh that's from Minnesota, that's more north. And I know y'all don't know too much about him.
That's
I
still
barely know
Midwest though.
enough about him. I just know what I've been hearing in the research, that the little research I've been doing. But yet again, if we can get somebody that's more grounded in, like, okay, y'all, you can't say that to make a ghetto get smaller, you got to have more opportunity. Now, more opportunities can't just be in one thing, because everybody, we all think different.
How do
So
you
we
give
need to
more
find a way to,
opportunity to the ghetto though?
huh?
How do
Go
you give
ahead.
more opportunity to the ghetto when you set up projects? And you listen to the name, it's a project.
I just came from a black man. It didn't come from no white person like that.
I
It was
don't care
just,
who it
it
came
was just
from.
a,
I mean, I
but
still
yet
ask you a
again,
simple
we had
question.
to
I
make
ain't asked you where it come from.
but yet again, it had to we had to make something for people that was unsuccessful, that wasn't doing, the people that was making success out of a McDonald's. They gotta
And
have a
then
place
how
to
do you
live.
turn it around though?
Huh?
How do you
How
turn
do
it
you turn
around?
it around? You turn it around by,
They turning projects into gangs now. Now. Okay, what you trying to turn their mamas around? Now their kids is in it.
you gotta have it you gotta make a program to where, if you stay in the home, if the parents stay together, you get this.
If
Now
the
these little
parents stay
tax,
together, just like he said, if you on Section 8 in the projects, ain't no parents staying together. It's just the mama and the kids.
because that's how it was started in 1979. Yes, it was built like that. So if somebody came along now and made a policy to turn that around, with that had to be in Congress. Congress had to turn that stuff around. Like, okay, Section 8 is a thing that's destroying us, which we can all agree that Congress is not going to do this. It'd be nice, but yo, we're going to reverse
They
Section
built
8.
for single
If
parent
we're going to
households.
only give Section 8 to those families that stick together.
No, they built for single
It
parent
it
households.
But
it
yet again, a
it
single parent
starts
household can still hold a family.
it
All we
starts in
missing
the
is the
home,
daddy,
fellas.
huh?
It starts in the home, fellas. Because when I was a kid, when that goddamn shit started, when I was a kid, if I caught you at B-Lowe's or at Food Lines or Piggly Wiggly, wherever you was at, if I caught you in the store with the paper fucking food stamps, nigga, when I saw you in school the next day, nigga, I was roasting the fuck out your ass, and the whole school was roasting you, bro. It was frowned
Okay,
upon. That shit was frowned upon when I was a
okay, check
kid.
this out.
Back in the day,
I
it
get it,
So
was
but check
frowned
this out.
when we
upon for
was
sure.
coming
Listen,
up,
listen,
that was
I'm not
like,
gonna
nah,
lie
I'm
about
not
listen,
getting
that.
on
Back
no
in the
listen,
day,
welfare.
it
I'm
was
not
listen.
getting on no
frowned
food
upon.
stamps, nigga.
I
You're
get
not
it.
joking
I
me.
get it. And it is
You know
not
what
for
I'm saying?
everybody,
But
but listen,
now
check this out.
it's a
But
badge of honor.
listen,
Now it's a badge of
Yeah,
honor.
now it's a badge of honor for sure. But yeah, back in the day,
but
it was frowned
if you
upon
got
for
to
sure.
look
You
at
Yeah,
the
didn't
now it's a
Section 8
badge of honor.
cost,
Oh,
y'all.
you
you
got
didn't want to
food
be
Look
stamps?
at
caught
the
Oh
water
shit,
them
let me buy
brown
some
dollar
off you,
bills.
bro. Let me get that.
y'all
Yeah,
look at the
that's like
system like
money.
this.
That's like currency now.
If you made a pledge
It is
for
currency.
families to stay together, that they
It's
do
like,
get
damn,
a
I'm about to get
grant.
this food and I still work out, nigga. I'm on something.
If you got a family, if both of y'all are working and ends ain't meeting, yes, I do believe in families that stick together should be able to get food stamps. I believe that Section 8 should be reversed. Section 8 should be for those who family. So therefore, you can get these you get big businesses. What we got to do is find a way to knock out big businesses into overbuying out properties. The only way you start that is find little legislations like I just did, and you got to reverse them for the people. So you, your girl, and your baby that you just made ain't got to worry about you getting put out on Section 8, because we finna give you Section 8 if you stick together. You see the reverse psychology starting to kick in. You see
How
how
long you
everybody
think
Capiche.
that's gonna be
Capiche, you
available?
gotta go.
How long do you think it's gonna work like that?
You, you,
everybody will get it though.
y'all got to go deeper than that, man. We got to go way, way, way deeper than that, man. The powers that be, these people, these athletes, these people that own these major brands, these motherfuckers we got them see on TV, this got all this money, man. They are investing into the
They gotta step
penal
up.
industry. They're investing into the penal. Hold on, let me finish. They're investing it into the penal industry, right? So, in order for them to make a return on that, they need bodies, right? Okay, so one avenue is we're gonna make sure all the music is ratchet and fucked up and talking about making babies so we can give them the Section 8 and killing and all this shit, so we can
We
keep
know
niggas in
this,
jail.
James. Get the
On
point.
another avenue, we gonna make this Section 8. We're gonna kick the fathers out the crib so that the
We
fathers ain't got
know
no
that,
choice but
James.
to goddamn go outside and
Get the
goddamn
point.
do some shit,
Get the point. Get
which
the
is gonna
point.
cause
And go to
them to get
prison
locked up, which will cause us to make money, and
We
we're
have
right
to
back to square
change the
one again.
and
legis-
leave
You
the
got to
We
go
have
black
to
way
change
woman
deeper
the
than
alone
that,
and just be
Capiche.
legislation.
strong as they
So what's wrong with
motherfucking
trying to change
can.
the legislations?
Inflation, huh?
I came up with the idea to actually come in here and change the legislation. These things that actually affect us, you have to change them. We have to want to change them. You have
How
to
many
want
white people
to.
you think gonna go for
If
that
you don't
shit?
change it, then the
None,
effect is not going to help you grow.
none, and they the one with the power, so
And them
none.
the motherfuckers that's really voting. And I don't even really, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even know if voting really work or real.
I
But
don't even want to
again,
go into that. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
go
so I
into
mean,
that. I
yeah,
ain't
of
gonna
course,
go
y'all
into
too
all
would
that.
not believe that
I'm not
voting
telling you
counts.
that I won't vote, but I'm just
So
telling you
yo,
I
so
don't.
what
I
did your
mean, I think
ancestors
that they
die
do what the
for?
fuck they want to do when they want to do it.
So
I ain't
what did
voting.
your
It's
so
a
what
whole
did
big
your
fucking
ancestors
gang
die for?
scam. I ain't fucking with it.
So what did your ancestors die for?
They ain't die for
What you
voting.
say,
They
Capiche?
want it to be free.
So what did your ancestors die for? What did they fight for in the Civil War?
Freedom.
What was the
So
sense of
they
them?
fought so they wouldn't have to be slaves no more. That's what they fought for.
So what was
Freedom.
the sense of them hanging
They
out
got
with these
tired of the
white folks?
chains and the whips and being treated like animals, which is what any average human being would be like. Man, I'm tired of being treated like this. What the fuck? I'm better than
So
this.
then after that, they did that. Then they want their freedom. They wanted their freedom to vote. They wanted their right to vote.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let me
They
clear.
want
And
their
I know,
then the
I
right.
see
white
where you're
people
going, but I'm
stayed
about to
in
clear this up with you because
control
I had this
and
debate on
did
Facebook
what they
all the
wanted to
time.
do. They
They
treated
died.
black people the same
Oh,
way
I
as
know where
they
you're
did
going with this,
everything.
Mike, and I'm gonna stick with your motif. They died for the right to be able to vote. So I have the right to say yes if I want to go stand in that long ass line, or no. That's what they died for. They didn't die and say, "Oh, you gotta vote." They didn't die because I have to vote. No, they died
No,
to give me the right to say, "Yeah, do I want to go stand in the line?" Or no, I don't want to stand in the line. Versus, nigga, you not standing in that line. How you gonna tell me what line I want to stand in? That's what
that's
they
not
died
the
for,
that's
bro.
not the
Let's
point
get
of
that
what
straight.
Sam he was talking about. Does it count? Not decision of do I want to vote or not to vote. Does it count? Is the specific word that he used? Does it count? Does it make a difference? Is it worth doing it? Does my
Everybody,
opinion matter?
yeah, right. That and you are you. We can all agree to disagree on whether it counts or not. Me personally, I don't even want to go into my spiel of it. But me
No,
personally,
because it'll
I
be
think it's
all day.
all fugazi. It's all fugazi
Hey, Capiche,
because in
you
my
was
world,
around for the whole. Now go ahead, my
because
bad.
technically the president is already picked 4 years in advance. We just doing a song of the dance to see if they've got it right. That's all. I learned that a long time ago. So
So Trump getting in or not? No. Yes. We don't know.
who? Me
What you
personally? I
think?
don't have the
What you
answers to
think?
that.
I'm
What
just
do I think?
saying. He said president is picked 4 years ago, so
Yeah.
they know who's going to
The
get in.
president's already picked 4 years ago, whether we know it or not. They just want to make sure they got it right with the fucking popularity vote.
Okay.
And then think about it. They can fucking okay. Oh my God, I'm not even going to the Bush shit about counting the votes. I'm not gonna go into when Trump went into his spiel about counting the votes and Gore and all that shit.
I
So we
mean, yeah,
already know
people
that
got a right
votes
to
can be
their
manipulated. We
opinion.
know that votes can be
People
manipulated,
got
bro.
a
We
right
know
to
that.
their
So,
opinion.
like I said, the president's already picked. They just want to make sure they got it right.
That's why I say you was around for the whole pandemic shit. You seen that shit. It was
Who
all
was
over the
not
news.
around for the whole pandemic shit?
You never watched the news throughout that shit? I was in the feds and I watched the news throughout that shit.
I was covering it on my show.
Oh, so yeah, you know exactly what
Oh yeah, we did shows during the pandemic, capiche? We sure did.
I'm out. Okay, I'm out.
Okay, whatever you were just saying, can you start all over and say it because you was breaking up.
Throughout the pandemic, you know what that was like. Throughout the race.
Did you hear fully what he said, James?
He said throughout the pandemic, you know what that was like. Through the GP, you know, the government race for that presidency.
I have an idea. You know, I
That
have
was for
my
Biden,
I'm
and
gonna go
if I'm
back
not
to
mistaken, that was
like
for
what he
Biden
just
and Trump.
like
that
he
was
just
doing
said.
Biden and Trump.
What? Yes, it was. And what I'm talking about is speaking about them counting the votes.
Understandable.
So you saw it with your own eyes, so you know exactly. Why would Trump do that? Trump a businessman. Trump been dealing with these people for a long time. Trump know these
He know
people.
the
Trump
game. He
he
know the
rubbed
game.
shoulders with these people. Why do I need to do that if I know it's not
He
not
know the
needed?
game. That's why the people stormed the Capitol, because they know the game.
Hey,
They know the
I
game.
had a conversation on here with some other people. They were like, "You think black people should storm the Capitol?" I said, "You damn right, black people should storm the Capitol. If
And
you
don't
feel
you
like
think
that's
that
your right to opinion,
yeah,
that's your
about
right."
75% of them would have been popped the shit out their ass.
Boy,
Yep.
stop.
Yeah.
Boy, let their ass
It'd have
rush
been
the
more than
Capitol.
just 4 people dying.
You know, only like one of them got shot. Only like
Why do
one
y'all
got
go?
shot.
Why do y'all go to racism so fast and a hurry? First thing y'all
Like
think is
you act like you
racism.
don't understand. It's a white man's world.
Because that's the life we live in, capiche? That's the life we live in. That's the matrix.
But but
There's
have
no
this ever
escaping it.
happened?
Wait a
So
minute. Wait a minute. How long has it been since it was a dark skinned person to become president? Why? Why so long?
has any black skinned
I
person ever
can't think
ran
of not
besides
one.
black
I
Everybody
ain't
been
never
presidents
light
that
said
ever
skinned.
black.
ran?
I just said a dark
Jesse
skinned
Jackson was the
what
last one. And that was the
Right.
80s.
So I mean, black
it was
people
a long
don't
time
want to
before a
run
dark
for.
skinned
You
motherfucker
got
could
to be
even vote.
somebody that actually want to run. Y'all act like people like,
Wait a minute,
oh,
Bernie kind of dark skinned. Bernie ran.
who?
Wait a minute.
Who?
It was a long. He talking about Bernie Sanders,
Bernie
Bernie
Sanders?
Sanders.
Stop
Yeah.
that.
at the end of the day, it was a long time before it was anybody black that could even vote. It was a long time.
Shit, we had a black president before actually a black president before
What
election was
number
Before
was
even
he?
George
elected.
Washington. Yeah.
What number
Yeah.
was he?
He was
0.
before one. It was before we even had elections.
He was 0. He was negative. He was -1.
Okay,
Because he was a nigga. So he was a
I can
-1.
understand that, but that was
Is
not for
that
the whole United States. We had colonies. Everything was broke up.
so? I mean, bro, we always had some type of color and some type of leadership. Don't think that it's not.
But that's only in a
Don't
certain
think that
area,
we
and
ain't
that's the
been
same
playing
thing. Just
chess
like we
with
break down
them.
the South right now. The South ain't got nothing but black motherfuckers. You do it when you do it like that. We're not talking about the whole area. You talking about a small piece of town.
Okay, what about the South
Sam,
again?
you do know we was here way before the Indians, right? You do know that the African ships, Them wasn't the first black people to touch America. You know that, right?
I'm gonna
You
listen
know
to
we was
what
here
you're
way
saying,
before
but
that.
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. Let me stop.
No, go ahead. Give me some game, cause I don't know nothing about that.
He said, "Give me some game." No,
Because
bro, we
of
was here. We was
all
here.
I know of is when the white folks came here, you know, the motherfucking Indians was here, the Pilgrims did what they did to them because the motherfuckers was here first. That's all I
And you
know of.
know they
So give me
wasn't
some game.
white. You know
Give
they
me
was
some game.
Spain.
I need some
Spain.
understanding.
Spain.
That's what they want you
Spain.
to believe, though, Sam. That's what they
I
want you to believe,
Spain.
Sam.
so now that's why
Christopher
I'm
Columbus.
asking you, like give it to me,
Christopher
because you was
Columbus
like, let
was
me
a
stop. I'm like,
Spaniard.
no,
He
don't
speaks
stop.
Spanish.
No, Mike about to break it down. Go ahead, Mike. I hear Mike getting ready to get started. Capiche, go ahead, Capiche.
No, he was
Okay.
talking
And
about
I
the
know
white
that they
man. I was
came,
like,
I
it
know
was
where they
never
came
the
from,
white
so I
man.
understand the Spanish.
John Smith was he was a white man, but he was on a Spanish ship. He was on a Spain ship, nigga. How them niggas speak Spanish? Espanol, Spain,
And I
Indian,
understand
all
all
that good
that, but I
shit.
still thought that the natives was here first. I understand that where they came from, they speak Spanish.
Mm-mm,
Yeah, I know where
mm-mm.
they came from,
Boy,
but
we
so
was
that's
been
You
on
why.
know
here
where the
before
natives
niggas was
came from? You know where the natives really came from?
South
The
America,
natives are really Mexican people, Spanish people that migrated up to America, that
South
slept with
America,
us, and then they over the years they became Indian. You know what I'm saying? They really black too. You know what I'm saying?
Mexicans
Like
was
I'm
the light
saying, bro,
skin.
we been here,
The
bro. We
cats
been
from the
here.
United States didn't take
White people been here too. That's
some of
what the
that
Mexicans
part of
are. They just the white
Mexico and
version
Yeah,
of
they
them.
put
was
it
here
in the.
too. Yeah, they was here too. But the Europeans came over here and started writing shit and calling it history, and that's what we got. That's what we came to know now.
All right, but you
Before
telling
that,
me
it was
black
all
people was here before
hieroglyphics
the
and
natives, so that's what I'm trying to learn.
right,
Yeah.
right. It was the actual Egypt. Oh, bro, it was an Egypt over here. It's it's fucking pyramids in fucking St. Louis and all that shit, bro. Real fucking pyramids in America. Yeah. So niggas was here, man. So that's what I'm saying. Most of the shit that we learned in school, man, that shit is not right. That shit ain't
So
right.
they
It's
was
one sided.
here
Who was there?
before the slaves came.
Yes. Nigga,
Moors. They were
your people
called
didn't get on
Moors.
no damn ship and go nowhere.
Look them up. They were
You
called
got
Moors, bro.
tricked.
They had their own ships. They were called Moors, man. These Moors, the
I heard
Moors
about the
that
Moors,
went
but I
around the
ain't really
whole
look into
motherfucking,
that.
because you know at one time the earth was all connected. It won't separate it. All they could walk from goddamn America to South America, all that they could walk and shit. That shit separated after they had earthquakes and shit. Before that, man, niggas was walking, man. Yeah. Niggas was everywhere, man. Everybody was
Boy, we
everywhere.
had electric car. Boy, they had
Chilling.
electric vehicles in the 60s, in the 40s.
Electric? Oh,
Elon,
Yeah.
no.
yeah.
I heard about
Tesla.
that though. I heard about that.
Tesla.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
about
Tesla,
that.
yeah. Tesla had that shit. Yeah. Tesla go way back.
So
Yeah.
Mondays, I got
Yeah. So some
this.
of the history, man, if not all of it, is slighted.
So, fellas, I want to take y'all down a real rabbit hole since I got y'all attention. Look like y'all gonna stay here, and if y'all gonna stay here for a little bit longer, I'm gonna roll another blunt, and then we're gonna go down this rabbit hole. Mondays, I want to do conspiracy theory, religions versus non-religion. Okay, what came across my timeline the other day
That's fine.
is,
Oh,
and I
I'm the
think,
perfect one for that.
y'all
That's right up
gonna
my
post it.
damn alley.
Okay, so I wanna break it down. I just want to go down the rabbit hole of the movie Alien. Have y'all seen the movie Aliens? All the movies,
The new one?
all of them. The
Nah,
old,
I ain't
let's
Capiche,
go
seen the
I
back to
new
done
the
one.
old
already,
ones.
I done seen all the aliens movies and I done broke them all down. So I get it now.
Okay.
I get the whole movie now, the whole era. I get it.
I don't.
How they were made, the whole shit. The
So
And I ain't
androids,
seen them all.
how David and Shaw, all them niggas came. I know about. I get it now.
okay,
But see
Hey,
what
so
fuck it up though. I'm gonna tell you something about that
hold on,
movie. The
wait, stop,
whole
stop, James,
the whole
James,
anthology of it,
stop,
right? It's in different
James,
pieces. It's not in order,
James, stop,
huh?
stop,
bust it down for me.
It's not in order.
stop, stop.
No. We can still talk about this on another show, but still bust it down for me
No,
then.
I just,
Yeah, all
you
I'm
know what I'm
saying is
saying?
not in order, Capiche.
I trust me, I know I'm not dumb. That ain't the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. I wanna take it slow and easy. If we're gonna get into this, I'm gonna bring up some videos first, and so we can break it down and then discuss a little bit piece by piece by piece, so everybody's not lost. Everybody's not hip to aliens. Even I'm not super hip to
Well,
aliens. I just watched
then
this
you got to start
video.
with Prometheus then.
Yet again, I got this other video I want to break down. We can't actually sit up here and watch the YouTube, I mean the movie Aliens on her, especially on YouTube. YouTube be the first one coming. Maybe Rumble, I can get away with X. I can get away with, but my other channels I definitely can't get away with. But first and foremost, I just want to break it down. Let's just start at Alien 1, the first one, the original, the first movie. Okay. Let's you know what I'm saying? Let's not jump too fast and get too hard ahead of ourselves and lose the alien. I mean, lose my audience. And they be like, you know what? They just got to talk about aliens. And they was all over the place, and I couldn't understand where they was coming
No,
from.
it's not all over the place. Capiche just explained it correctly. Aliens was the first movie made, but it's not the first of the trilogy of the anthology. That's like three, for real, for real.
Yeah, that is
Prometheus
true.
is the very first movie that explains everything from day one, and then you look at the second one after that, and then aliens come in. It's like Prometheus is the prequel that explains Alien,
I do
what the movie we about
understand
to
that,
talk
James,
about.
but that's not the point. Alien, the first movie, is the point because that's where the first idea, and I'm talking, and I want to get into just to the idea of making this movie, Aliens, and let's just get into the idea and thinking like, damn, I want to sit up here and make a movie called Aliens and have it deeper than the message that people are going to grasp until they start catching on, or I want to make a movie about aliens, about the creation of mankind. Like I want to get that. I just want to start in the beginning of right there first. My whole train of thought
That's Prometheus, but go ahead, Capiche.
can y'all ever sit up here and think that there is an outer space for one? I mean, can you think of outer space, or do you have to think that aliens don't exist, or what in y'all mind would make y'all think y'all create a movie like this? What would be some of the ideas that float through your head? Like, man, I want to make.
Be the only
I wanna make.
motherfuckers that's here. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I just want y'all opinions. This is just opinions to start us off on.
I mean, I ain't got no facts, but I mean, I'm just thinking, like, how can you think that it's just us?
Hold on,
You gonna hit
hold
it?
up.
You gonna hit it? Can you move the closer to you? We hear you, but we didn't hear you. You said how you can think it's
Nah,
just us?
yeah, I'm like, I have no facts, but I mean, how can you really just believe out of all this world and all the solar system, it's just us? I mean, if you really believe that, then I have nothing to say about that. But hey,
Okay.
The same way you got ligers. What's that shit called? Where they took a fucking tiger and a fucking lion and they mixed the motherfucker
yeah,
together. You seen that
that's the
shit?
liger. Yeah, that's the liger.
A liger, and they got all these new animals coming out and all that shit. That come from them goddamn splicing goddamn genomes and goddamn DNA and shit, bro. That's an
Now,
experiment shit. They playing God. So why wouldn't they be able to take an alien and mix it with our DNA or animal DNA or some other kind of shit and make it or make their
Okay.
own xenomorph? Why wouldn't
Okay.
they be able to do that? So maybe aliens is probably what's his name, Ridley Scott. Ridley Scott was probably some shit. You know what, man? I'm gonna take this idea and turn it into a movie, man, because I see what y'all about to do in real life. So I'm gonna goddamn turn this shit into a movie.
nah, they
Yeah,
just trying to walk us into this shit. Did you just see the shit that lately that they had about Mars?
What about
no,
Mars? No.
Supposedly, they found water on Mars, and now people they believe people could live on Mars now. So now a bit because of their cameras and everything. I mean, this is just my thoughts. You know how long that they've been making alien movies and trying to warm us up to it. So now that they supposedly found water and people could live there, what's the next thing? Oh, now we found these people on Mars or whatever they are or whatever you want to call them. And
Okay.
now that we found them, now
Martians.
we're about to oh, they're cool and introduce us to them. And then
Okay.
now it's okay for whatever's been around here all this time to step out because of they warmed us up to them for all these years, and it might not be in our lifetime. That's just my thoughts.
Okay. I like both what both of y'all said. When I first thought about trying to do this and explain this and break it down, I was like, man, I had to go outside every day. I had to look up in the sky and I had to look at these stars or these things that twinkle. I'm like, man, what's out there? You know what I'm saying? If y'all remember back in the 80s and early 90s, really, yeah. I'm not sure about the 80s. I know more about the 90s. You know, more 90s, it was more about scaring and abduction of people, and like the scare tactic was up high, right? It was really easy to scare. So I was like, okay, cool. And then, you know, 2000 it kind of died down, and it's really hard to scare somebody, but everybody loves a good scary movie, and so on and so on. But then I thought about aliens, just like, everybody wants to be scared of outer space and scared of alien. Like, y'all will never tell us the truth because it's too big for the human people to comprehend. That's what the government claims. That's why they never tell us the truth. So to try to say to get us ready in a movie where I really want to explain, go deep up into where the mythology, ooh, that's the word I was looking for, the mythology of where aliens come from, that creations and somebody created us and then they left their DNA down on here on this earth, and then we came from their DNA, and then we created life, and we're go on, so on, until one day we touch the sky, and then we're turned into the movie Star Trek. You see what I'm saying? And then yet again, we are coming to this creature that's somewhat damn near dominant and more stronger than us, and it's the big boogeyman. But we out here in space because any space movie that y'all see is all about how United States is gonna govern the space. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I be getting out of space movies. It's like, oh yeah, United America just want to govern it. That's what space is just seem like to me. It's the big conquering of mankind. Like, we have this thing of conquering so bad that whoever conquers space first, whoever gets to space first, win. Boy, you hella rich if you can set the first laws in space. Could you imagine what was what would be the first person get to space for real, for real? I mean really, nigga, is every day you up and down, up and down. What's one of the first laws you gonna set into place for outer space? Nigga,
I'm
this is
about to
your
clock
land.
out,
Nigga, you
man. I
run this
got some
shit.
shit to do.
All right.
All right, bro.
When we jumping back on,
I'm off today. I don't know. I don't know.
you know how to get in touch with me. Just let me know. I gotta clock out. I got some shit to do.
For sure.
All right.
Sam Cook, everybody. I'm trying to find him. What's up with you, James?
Not much.
You busy? How long you got?
I got a few minutes. You can start. You can start it up.
Oh, I was just gonna just leave this up here just for an example because you see the little egg. But this just a little. I like how this dude goes deep into it because it's just like you said. He just breaks it down. For you, how you like it, you want to go way back here.
All that remained of the higher
Right.
life
That's the
form were
engineers.
building blocks. DNA, the first steps of an evolutionary process that over billions of years one day leads to the emergence of Homo sapiens. They are smaller and more primitive, but unmistakably created in the image of those ancient visitors who gave.
Now, the reason why I want to break
That's
this down
Prometheus.
like this, I want to break it down like this because this right here is against anybody that's believe in anything Christianity. If you believe in religion, period, this whole movie, I want to ask a person, so is the aliens a mockery of people that believe in religion? Is this a mockery? Is this to be
No, it's
made
not a
fun of
mockery.
people? Huh?
It's not a mockery. It's just trying to explain how humans were created and the
How they
reason
think?
why. See, Mike, you gotta see. Okay, I'm about to break it down to you, but I'm gonna break it down to you real quick in a quick mode. Basically, what you're seeing is that's the engineers, right?
I get.
We
I
don't
mean,
know
I
who
get.
created them. So as
Right.
far as we know, we're gonna look at them like they're God. Okay, so
So you
they're
know
the
they coming out with a
engineers.
TV show. You
They
know they finna
created.
come out with a TV show, right?
Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Let me finish. So the nigga you looking at, that's an engineer, right? So they created supposedly the fucking animals, the fucking dinosaurs, all that shit. So they got it right, and it came across that they made us in their image. They made us, and we were supposed to be damn near perfect. They put us on Earth. They made Earth. They put us on Earth, and they let us got them colonize Earth and shit, right? So what
They
happened
made
was
Earth or they
some
found Earth.
right. Well, they found. Let Ridley Scott tell it. They made Earth, and they put us on Earth, and then of course, man is evil. Man did some evil shit over the times, over the decades. It pissed the engineers off because they looked at us like y'all are some motherfucking savages. Y'all run around killing each other. Y'all ain't even goddamn. Y'all fucking up. So look, we gonna send you. We gonna send you a savior, an engineer, and guess who that engineer was named when he reached the earth? Can you? Since we talking about religion, can you think of who that engineer was that came to earth?
Jesus.
Jesus, right. So they got pissed off again when the Romans goddamn crucified Jesus and killed Jesus. That's why he was able to go back up to the engineer when he came out the tabernacle and all that stuff. But anyway, moving forward, Jesus come back. They really pissed off now because it's like, look, we sent Jesus down there to give y'all order to get shit right, and you killed him off. So now we about to kill the whole human race off. So then they came up with that black goose shit, which it's gonna get into later. That black goose shit, right? That black goose shit
So
destroys.
so stop telling the whole thing. You're messing up the whole breakdown if you want to tell the whole story, James.
Well, I'm basically telling you the same thing the man's saying, but he gonna tell it to you in a fucking intellectual way, and I'm breaking it down to you in a nigga way so people understand it.
No, we don't want it broken down in the next part. I want to break down in small segments. I don't want it the
Okay,
whole
so what
story.
segment are we breaking down?
Just the beginning. Just the beginning. Just to talk about the beginning of how their so-called creations and whatever the heck that. We're not going
All
through the
right,
whole thing.
go ahead, man. Well, in the beginning, they created us, but go ahead.
We did it like that. You'll make me run out of conspiracy theories real quick and fast.
That's a big conspiracy theory because we talking about a movie. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a movie. We're not talking about nothing like real life. Like this is actual factual. This is a fucking
Some
movie.
people believe in this is like actual factual how they think creation because they don't believe in God. Some people think that we are created from a higher thing, or we created from
That's
aliens. Some
fine.
people actually believe like
And
stuff like
that's
that.
fine.
Maybe not the
And that's
actual
fine.
movie Alien, but
That's
yeah,
fine.
I actually
We can agree to disagree, and life still goes on.
no, I'm actually I talked to a person on Rumble who doesn't believe in he
That's
thinks that
fine.
he doesn't
More
believe in
power
God and
to
stuff
him.
like.
I don't got a problem with that. More power to you.
That's not the point. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm breaking this down the way I'm breaking it down, because some people do believe in this and some people believe in religion. So that's why I went back and asked the first question in the beginning. Is this somewhat of a mockery to people that believe in religion?
I don't think so. I think it's just a movie. Somebody's interpretation of where we came from and how the aliens came about. That's all. I don't think it's that serious.
I think it's serious because people believe in stuff like that and they love expressing themselves. So why wouldn't I have a chance to express myself in a movie when I express myself in a movie? And then they do talk about religions because you brought it up. So that's why I'm saying if they would take the time out to actually bring actual facts that actually happen in the real world into the movie, I kind of think they might have some type of belief like, hey, if I don't believe in God, I might believe in a higher power that we come from aliens. Just my opinion. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. You could be right. It could be just a movie. But it's just weird that if it was just a movie, that it would go so deep into it. That they finna make a TV series. They you know what I'm saying? That hopefully, you know what I'm saying? I just watched this one dude, not even this one, but this one dude and his little fan, they hope that they actually go see that these people's land and see where they come from and see the myth of them. I'm like, man, so people really some people actually take this serious. That's why I want to break down the conspiracy theory of it a little bit, piece by piece. Try to give them about maybe 2-3 weeks of episodes. I'm just gonna do it on Mondays. I'm doing it with you just to start it off with, just to see how it works.
Gave the planet life. By the 21st century, the year of our Lord, humankind has made massive strides in research and technology. The species will soon be ready to search out their creators and answer that ancient question, where do we come from? That search will be funded by billionaire technological pioneer Sir Peter Weyland, founder and
Wayland.
CEO of Weyland Corporation. In 2020,
Say that again.
I was just saying Peter Wayland.
You remember
You're gonna hear
Whalen?
his name a lot. No, you're gonna hear his
Okay.
name a lot in all the alien movies.
So Whalen's like what? Who you think Whalen probably represent in the real world?
Elon Musk.
Huh?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk? Okay.
Yeah.
You know Elon Musk got 11 kids.
And he can afford all 11 of them.
gives a TED Talk that will become legendary, reflecting on the company's past and clarifying his vision for the next 50 years. Just recently, they've cured 98% of cancers. They've developed technology allowing the creation of cybernetic individuals who will soon be indistinguishable from humans. The gods once punished Prometheus for giving fire to humanity. With his ability to create life, Sir Peter Weyland declares, we are the gods now. Weyland soon creates his first synthetic man. He is named David after
David.
Michelangelo's masterpiece. Weyland tells him about his hope to one day.
And then they use like biblical names too. They think that's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Come on, Jane. Come on, Jane. They actually use biblical names too now, bro.
Yeah, if you know the story of David, then it's gonna tie into you'll figure out where the aliens came from. If you know the story, David, then you'll figure out where the aliens came from.
They answer the question, where do we come from? 6 decades later, humanity is finally poised to answer that question. It begins with archaeologists Elizabeth Shaw and Charlie Holloway, partners professionally and personally. They discover a cave painting at least 35,000 years old in the Isle of Skye. It includes a pictogram of men worshiping giant beings, pointing at a particular configuration of stars. It's the same image found at other archaeological digs: Egyptian, Mayan, Sumerian, Babylonian, Hawaiian, and Mesopotamian. These ancient civilizations, separated by centuries, shared no contact with each other, yet all had the same image. The configuration of stars matches only one galactic system. So far from Earth, there is no way that these primitive, ancient civilizations could have known about it. But that system has a sun and a planet with one moon capable of sustaining life. LV-223. Shaw and Holloway believe the image is an invitation.
You think that it'd ever be that easy to find life? Like, man. I guess you probably think like by the time they get to anything like this, you're gonna be dead and gone. You're gonna be dead and gone. You still think you'll be around? You be dead or gone. You think you're gonna be around?
Do what? What do you say?
Can you hear me, James?
What'd you say, Capiche?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. What you say?
I said, do you think by the time we get to a point like this to where we discovering other planets, you're gonna be dead and gone, or you still gonna be around?
Well, if you're alive and breathing right now, then they already discovered a planet right now. I just seen it yesterday on the news. They just found another planet. Brand new. They ain't got a name yet. Look it up on YouTube. Or no, just don't even look it up on YouTube. Go to the news. Go to your local news channel. They found a new planet.
Boy, I've been looking at the news this whole time while y'all were debating. I ain't seen nothing about no planets.
Well, look up new planet. They found a new planet, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna. You know why I'm not gonna find no news like that for real? Because I don't believe in outer space, so I definitely wouldn't see no news and shit like that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I personally don't believe in outer space. No such thing. No stars, no moon, no Jupiter, no none of that shit. So no, I would never get no feed about a planet. I wouldn't even believe it. Like how? If there's a thing called a firmament and you believe in the Bible, then that explains to me that we're definitely not going to no space. You're not traveling nowhere.
Well, it's supposed to be a dome, and that's the reason why niggas can't go to space, because it's supposed to be a dome way over top of the damn Earth.
That's why I was like, man, if they just trying to make fun of us with these movies, fun of people that believe in religion. I think so sometimes. But then I don't know. That's why I want to go down this rabbit hole and see. And just see like
Well,
how they really put this movie together piece by piece.
Well, Capiche, the last time I remember a movie like drawing up a whole lot of controversy about religion was Passion of the Christ.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect this movie to draw up no controversy, but yeah, you're right about that. I just for how I see it, that's
And what
all.
Mel Gibson said,
I don't know. Like I said, I was watching this one day. I was just sitting here. I was doing some other stuff, and when it was broken down like this, not me actually watching a movie, somebody explaining to me the movie, it just kind of dawned on like, yeah, I'm gonna kind of break this down with my audience and see, am I tripping, or you know what I'm saying, am I really seeing it like this? Because like they said, the invitation and the creation, and the dude drunk something, his body disintegrated, and then we was created. But then you got this android who's in space that's creating aliens or monsters, however you want to look at it, in space
he
or
was running
whatnot. He
experiments.
did create it.
He was doing experiments.
But yet again, you still don't know if he created or not.
He did.
Is he creating them, or is he trying to make them better? Or I don't
He
know.
he. Okay, what pissed David off was the fact that David, the android David, got pissed off at Waylon when he figured out that Waylon created him to be like a perfect human, and that kind of pissed David off because David is like, well, nigga, you created me and you about to die. You're growing old, you're dying. The only reason why they went over there to seek the engineer of Prometheus, the movie that you watching now, is because Whalen had $1 billion. He wanted to stay alive forever. So he
Right.
wanted to go see his maker. And he felt like the engineers was our maker. Well, according to that movie, they are, because they made us. So Whalen wanted to come to see if he could find the serum of life, what you call it, the youth serum, to make him young again, so he could live forever. The engineer, you know, spoke in his language. David, being the android, was able to communicate with him. So with them communicating back and forth, the engineer was telling David, like, look, bro, we created y'all, but y'all pissed us off. You know what I'm saying? Why am I gonna let this old man why should I give him immortality? And you know what I'm saying? He's still acting like the same motherfuckers I tried to kill on Earth. Because right before they had a conversation, the old man had punched one of the girls in the stomach for some reason. She fell down. The engineer saw it and was like, you know what? That's the reason why I'm trying to kill y'all now. Y'all don't know how to live together. That's why we was trying to kill y'all in the first place. Make a long story short, bro. Um, Waylon was trying to talk to the engineer, but David was manipulating the conversation because David knows that Waylon, the human, don't know what the engineer is saying, and the engineer don't know English. But David was twerking the conversation in his favor. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I'm trying to say, he was manipulating the conversation. He wasn't really saying what Waylon wanted him to say, and he wasn't really translating what the engineer wanted to translate to Waylon. So he got both of them against each other. Make a long story short, the goddamn engineer ripped David's head off. When he ripped David's head off,
Yeah. I
that's when he
mean,
realized, he was
yeah.
like, you
Okay.
know
Yeah.
what, man,
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? Um,
We're gonna get to that
the
part.
reason why he ripped his head off because he thought he was human. But then when he rubbed his head, he was like, you ain't motherfucking human. I didn't make you. Who the fuck is you? Talking to me in my language. So he ripped his head off to see what the fuck he was, and he was a fucking android. So that's the reason why the engineer ripped David apart, because he wanted to know what David was. David looked human, he smelled human, but he wasn't. He said, I didn't make you, and he ripped his head off. But the whole point of the reason why David did what he did, as far as harvesting and allowing people on Prometheus to get sick with the virus, letting the alien get on people's faces and shit, was because he was trying to run experiments. He wanted to be the new God. He wanted to be God because he felt like, okay, an imperfect human being made me to be perfect. Why should I listen to this motherfucker? He about to die. I can live forever. So I'm the new God. So I'm going to goddamn make a new species. I'm going to take the shit I learned from the engineer. I'm going to take these people on this ship and I'm going to make me a species and I'm going to make my own army of people. And unfortunately, that happened to be the xenomorphs. You know what I'm saying? So he was allowing people on the ship to get fucked up on purpose so that he could harvest the embryo. And then once he got the embryo, he would like put it in the egg and lock it up and run tests on it and do different shit, let it grow up. And then you know what I'm saying? And at one part of the movie, he actually bred an embryo from the baby, and the fucking baby wouldn't eat him because the baby thought that was his mother. So that's what David was trying to create. He was trying to create a race of xenomorphs that would obey him, and then he could goddamn be the ruler of that world or whatever. That's basically what he was trying to do, Mike. But unfortunately, David got killed in the process. But what happened was he conned Elizabeth Shaw into fixing him up. They don't show this in the movie, man. This is like deleted scene shit. Shaw fixed him up. She repaired him. And when she repaired him, both of them took off and went to where the engineers came from, where they're from, the actual people that made us. She said, no, fuck that. I want to see where they came from. So both of them took off at the end of the movie. They took off and went to his planet. The next movie after that, I don't want to go into more after that, but that's the movie that we're watching, Prometheus. That's what happened at the end. At the end, David conned her into keeping him alive. She rebuilt him. Both of them flew back to where the engineers was from. But before all that happened, she had a fucking baby. She got sick. She got that shit in her face. David let the shit impregnate her, and she got pregnant. And the thing, it was like a human and xenomorph mixed together. And that motherfucker got big, and then that motherfucker turned around and ate the fucking engineer. Ate his ass, and then that motherfucker turned into a goddamn like big queen xenomorph type shit. That's where the queen and shit came from. That explains the queen, Mike. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta watch it, Mike. It gets real deep, man. It goes into where we came from, how they was made, what David did, the experiments,
Dodge Durangos that
what
lost to a
roles
massively
each
strong security
robot
gate
plays in each
at Ground
movie.
Effects Automotive near
Yeah.
696 and DeQuinder in Warren. This after police say several accused thieves tried to steal the pricey SUVs in a 6 a.m. caper with failing results.
And they came in, they clearly had a plan, they knew what they were going for.
Warren police say of the 6 Durangos they went after, 5 are of the SRT model, which can list for more than $100,000 a piece. It all began with a caller phoning 911, alerting first responders to the suspicious group hanging out in the rear parking lot where several Stellantis cars were parked.
They brought gasoline along because the cars kept on the lot don't have a lot of gas in them, so they came prepared in the event that they had to drive for a while, so they brought extra gas. Definitely an organized plan.
Detectives are looking at security camera video that allegedly shows the crew hopping the fence, jumping into the SUVs, and trying to drive off.
The first car attempts to ram his way through the gate. He's unsuccessful. A second car tries to ram his way through the gate. Pretty impressive construction, but they weren't able to get through.
After trying to make a run for it, cops say they caught up with the thieves on the ground, arresting 5 of the 6, with teams closing in on that last outstanding suspect. Of those captured so far, 2 are 16 years old, 2 are 17, and 1 is 24. All of them are from Detroit. Warren police say dealerships with pricey rides like these might want to take a cue from this incident, with the damage estimated to be around $500,000.
Whatever gate they're using at Ground Concepts there would be a good one to consider using.
Now, you might be thinking, was this driven by some sort of social media challenge like the Kia challenge? No, police say that's not the case. This was simply a group of criminals that had a targeted plan, and it was simply foiled. Again, they're looking for one more suspect, and the prosecutor's office is looking at the case. Standard procedure, of course.
So they caught the dudes. They caught the dudes that stole the cars.
5 out of 6 of them they caught.
Lord have mercy. I thought stealing cars now was whack, especially being that most cars now got a low jack on them.
People going for them expensive cars or something, you know. Like they said, they was from Detroit, so they was really trying to move. They was really trying to get
That's whack.
little.
They deserve every Grand Theft Auto charge they get. That was dumb.
On me.
You'd be better off. No, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. You're not gonna say that.
He said we ain't gonna say it. We ain't gonna go there.
We're not gonna say that.
All right, James. Until next time, bro. I know I'm gonna do a show later on today, though.
That's what's up. Because I'm ready to go ahead and start packing. Supposed to start packing for this trip tomorrow. Supposed to be getting on the plane tomorrow. I ain't heard nothing yet. They better let me know something by tonight. But I'm gonna just go ahead on and pack and get my shit together just in case. You know. And then of course, you know, once I touch down in beautiful California, San Diego, I'm definitely gonna holler at you so we can do a show.
You better turn up when we know we gotta do a show.
No doubt, man. I wish I was driving, because if I was driving, I could fuck on my days off. I could swing. What is it? San Diego's 6 hours from Vegas. I could ride down there and holler at you right back. You know what I'm saying?
What, 8 hours?
What is it? 8?
Yeah.
So
8,
yeah,
16, 8, 12, one of them. It's not
ain't that
nothing
far.
easy in San Diego.
Not as far as going from here.
Yeah, true.
Hey, but before we hang up though, definitely though, Capiche, even if I got to help you, bro, we got to get you a headset. Even if you got to start out with the cheap version, the 2. The 2 is real cheap right now. You can work your way up to the 3 later. But just to get you going with the 2, get you used to it, make a world, get it going. Yeah. Yeah. Once you see what I'm talking about, Capiche, you can be like, oh shit, this shit is dope. Yeah. And
For
then the
sure,
good thing
man.
about it is, for the people that don't have a headset, you can still go live and it'll show up on here. You know what I'm saying? As if you was doing it right there where you're sitting in your crib. Yeah, I mean, so we can go live from the virtual world and it will still broadcast in the real world out here. So they ain't missing it. They don't have to get headsets to be able to see what we talking about. You get what I'm saying? But if
Okay.
they did
All right.
have a headset, we could be like really like in the same room talking, doing that shit. Like we're actually in the room. You know what I mean? But
All right.
more about that later though. I'm finna go ahead and start my packing and shit. If you do another show, man, holler at your boy, hit me back, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll take it from there.
All right, y'all. Until next time. We out.
Yeah.
Peace.